where do we go from here? Thank you all, and welcome back to Mercenaries of Mischief. I, of course, am your benevolent Dungeon Master Puck, and I am joined today by these Mercenaries of Mischief, which I will now introduce in no particular order. Starting with Slayer of the Nightmare, Norbog the Hugbear is with us today. Also joining us today, part-time servant of the feast, Lilith Singer, and her partner, fellow part-time servant of the feast, Penithan Wright.
Servant of the feet. No, thank you.
Not servant of the feet. That's something else. And, you know, if you want to know more about that, stay tuned.
No amount of mind control will make Lilith serve feet.
I'm just gonna
Stop kink shaming, guys.
Thanks, appreciate it. Okay, we have to move on. The marker's been pulled out. All right. Also joining us, the Silver Lady, and happy to finally be over her post-wedding fight abrasion troubles. Anyways, and wearing incredible Gilbetta merchandise, we have Gilbetta joining us today as well.
let's go.
Get yours, Redbubble, today. And last but not least, acquirer of new godly artifacts, we have Cashano the Quick joining us today. Improvised in many ways. And those are our incredible players. Without further ado, when last we left our heroes, they had gotten their cleric back after a brief hiatus of her being imprisoned by Shar in the Shadowfell. They awakened Selune and went to go track down the source of this sleeping sickness. First, they met with the fellow known as the Dream Forger and convinced him that his nightmares were useful and told him that it wasn't a good thing that people stay asleep because they're dying. He didn't know a lot of that stuff. So it was good that you guys brought that information to him, because he quickly zipped back to the nightmare, asking his minions to no longer worship Skigaret, the bugbear god of nightmares, and supply them with power. So then you guys took the fight direct to Skigaret, and you kicked their ass up and down the nightmare. Over and over again, while a mysterious power probed the minds of your friends.
It's fine.
And attempted to take control of them. It's probably nothing. I don't think you have to worry about it, or will have to worry about it ever again.
You should definitely not ask
know,
any follow-up question.
No, problem solved in my books. I've got mental probing, and then I've got a check mark next to it that says done. And that's what my list looks like. And now, our team, the Mercenaries of Mischief team, have returned once again to peace at the Avalon Knights Academy. And the day-to-day workings have gone on. It has been 2 days since the end of the nightmare and the sleeping sickness. You guys have had some time to decompress and do, whatever academy business you need to take care of, relax, and finally catch your breath. It's been go, go, go for days and days. Now, the sleeping sickness has ended. However, there's still occasionally reports coming into the academy from scouts and various towns in the area that have come to rely on you guys for protection of these nightmare creatures, remnants seemingly left over from this kind of crossing of the plains that was happening. The descriptions are all very familiar. Unusual beasts that, when fought, will occasionally disperse into clouds of gray-black smoke. But they're not super consistent. It appears to be just the remnants of whatever was left behind. There has also been no new reports of anyone else falling asleep and not waking up. Apart from occasional deaths. But that's another problem altogether. So, what's everybody been up to, my dear players? Joe! My heart!
Welcome, folks.
Thanks for the raid, Joe.
We're just getting
Welcome,
started.
Wiggler Army. We just got started.
Yeah, whoever has emojis of sword and shield, go! Sorry. I know.
Yes, raise your swords and
Thank you
shields.
so much, Joe Cat.
raise a glass and a sword and shield to the
Raise
Wiggler
a
Army.
ways,
Thank you
a
for
ways,
coming.
a ways.
We're doing like lore development and shit today. It's gonna be
We're
fun.
doing character development.
It's gonna be real
You're
love.
ready for some sick character development.
We just staved off an apocalypse and didn't kill any gods.
We
Or
punched the
almost.
god real hard, though.
We did punch the shit out of a god.
We took their
You did.
eyes.
A lot.
And
We.
they also
Saved
defeated a
enough.
god. That's a sea serpent, Leviathan.
I took.
That's a
You-
good boss. That's a
You
good one.
kicked Skigarette's ass up and down the nightmare plane
Yeah, fuck you, Skigarette.
I did
until they
pluck
had to
their
retreat and
eyes.
explode. You
Pluck
did
their
pluck their
eyes from their heads of one of these instantiations of them, and that is very much like the first thing I'm doing. Is I'm trying to figure out how to look through these eyes.
Very well.
Figuring out what can I do with them to make them useful. So I'd be consulting.
Are you doing this on your own, or are you consulting people?
I'm consulting. I mean, probably the first thing I do is just kind of look at it and like, because I feel like in the lore I would have heard of looking through a god's eyes, thinking of metaphorical, but why not? Like, hold one up and just kind of see if that does anything.
Okay. Holding one up to your eye doesn't do anything. It's still very squishy and wet.
All right.
The
suppose
feeling is altogether unpleasant.
All right, fantastic. I suppose I will put these back into little box. I would have acquired some sort of from around the keep small containment box of lead.
A special
you know.
eye storage box.
Yeah, you know, it's like one of those boxes with the little divots for the meditation balls, but you know, smaller
course.
for eyeballs and probably lined with lead. Just in,
Do you think that
in case
you
they
could
can
have
still,
perhaps put
you
them
know.
in like a little sack with like a little pouch?
Nope, I don't think I would have done that.
Okay, cool.
They're far too soft and vulnerable. That would be a horrible packaging for that soft and vulnerable of an orb. I would want something much
We
more
do a
rigid.
classy show here.
That would be very poor design. So no, I'd be looking for something a bit more
Absolutely.
rigid.
I couldn't agree more.
I'm gonna try to get
so
the
you have
girls
them in
for
a
Benny
box.
Petties.
So I have them in a little box, and I'd probably, I'd consult Pat. She's the smartest person I know around here.
All right.
See if she knows anything about God's eyes. Probably also, depending on what she could tell me, maybe get Darius in there. I don't know if I would want to present this opportunity to Gearstrip. That makes me uncomfortable.
That's fair.
He's insane, and in a very volatile way. So, I'm trying to figure out if there's any research, any known accounts, anything sort of solid to base this on.
So, Kat is usually in the library, either painting or reading. And when you come across her this time, she is painting a bizarre picture. It looks some kind of like horrible, monstrous creature.
All right.
Oh,
Hey.
Cashano,
Yes.
it's good to see you. Do you like my latest work?
Yeah. Is this like an abstract or sort of creative work, or is this? You usually
It is a
paint, people.
composite.
Okay.
I have been interviewing people afflicted with the sleeping sickness. And from those interviews, I am putting together this image of the things they saw. It's fascinating, isn't
Just
it?
sort of portrait of fear. I love it.
That's a good name. I might use that. Is it okay if I borrow it?
Absolutely. Feel free. If you can perhaps enlighten me on information you may have that I do not. What would one do to make use of the eyes of a god. You know, like how the eyes of Selune was stolen from her head.
That's amazing. Do you have them with you?
Selune's? No. We think, as far as we can figure out, she probably got those stolen by Cyric, or, you know, a manifestation of Cyric, which may or may not still be around. That's probably something we should address. Yeah.
There are many stories about the parts of God's avatars becoming holy artifacts or powerful artifacts. The process through which they're created usually differs from god to god depending on their domain. Do you have it with you? Do you have one you'd like to create? I'd like to examine it.
Sure. Could we speak in a more secure room about that?
I suppose we could.
Yeah.
I apologize. I'm very excited.
Oh, I just want to avoid, you know, scrying. So yeah, we'll go down to like the war room, and I'll show Kat. Trust Kat.
All right.
I'll show her. Yes, these are from Skigaret. Very different kind of god from Selune, but you know, useful. I hope.
A different god. Domain of nightmare. I would consider perhaps casting these in glass, so they become lenses.
All right. And then just kind of like a spyglass. Oh, do I need both of them at once?
That is a good question. You could certainly create a pair of spectacles, or perhaps a spyglass, or even a monocle, if you wanted to make two.
Would they be of use separate?
Theoretically, yes. You can see through one eye, can you not?
Yeah. But
I experimented
this is
with
magic.
this for some time,
And
as to see why pirates would wear eye patches.
yeah. Well, it does throw off depth perception.
Yes, that was my findings as well. I damaged the walls of the training hall. I apologize.
So my concern would be like if these are gonna allow me to, I don't know, see through time, how far I can see, and whether I can differentiate those times. I have no idea if that would help. I don't know if Skigaret has anything to do with time. All right, you know what? I think I have the information I need. I appreciate that.
Very well. It is likely your sight will have something to do with the plane of nightmare, or the void. That is the domain of Skigaret, according to my research.
So you don't suppose I could use them to look at, you know, things on the prime material plane?
Not necessarily prime material plane, but you may be able to look into people's fears and nightmares.
All right. That's rather interesting. I'm gonna check this out. Appreciate it.
Happy to help. Please inform me of your progress. I'm very excited to see the results of this. I wish to catalog it.
Absolutely. Hey, if you're just looking for a research topic too, while you're kind of poking around, maybe just like the general mortality of gods. I find it strange that, you know, that an avatar's eyes are stolen and that ability could be persistent after the destruction of the avatar. It's very, very intriguing to me. So yeah, just like gods, and how do they die?
Are you familiar with the clone spell?
Not particularly.
Through use of the clone spell, you create another you. It has no soul. Therefore, if it dies, you continue to persist. Even if it is mangled, you will maintain your own abilities. I surmise that the creation of avatars functions in a similar way, perhaps at much greater power and ability, though. My understanding is that the souls of these gods are more substantial than what we contain, and can be portioned out in various dimensions, timelines, and planes of existence.
But what's interesting is that they seem to be affected by the experiences of those clones.
Yes.
Like when Avatar of Selune was put to sleep, Sir Lune was put to sleep.
Yes, but that was a very powerful spell. I'm not certain a regular spell would have had the same effect.
Interesting. Alright. So, now that Lune's body's been destroyed, could her eyes still be out there?
Absolutely. Many gods' avatars have come to this world and disappeared from it. Any parts that they have left behind have usually become holy artifacts, with their powers intact.
Oh, sure. Alright. Also, you know,
That is something
like I said,
to
how to kill a
consider
god.
as well.
Just, you know, for research purposes.
In that vein, I would look into the spells that the Netherese employed. The Netherese civilization was destroyed because its power began to rival what the gods were capable of. At least that's what some people say. This is likely why there are limits on magical abilities now.
Yeah. If only there was some way to get sort of a hall pass to explore those limits. Unfortunately, that's probably something that'll never be available to us. All right. Thank you for all of your wonderful help. Love the painting. I like this, you know, sort of composite expressionist path you're going down. It's very new and interesting. It's refreshing.
Yes, it's terrifying, isn't it? It causes me to scream with fright sometimes when I forget what I'm doing.
There is no terror more exhilarating than the terror of discovering unknown fronts. Don't you agree?
Absolutely. I'm positively tingling on the edge of my seat.
On that note, I'm going to see about a jeweler. And I will go and talk to, actually, Barty Jr. I feel like might be the guy for this.
Very well.
And
so you head off to go speak with Bart Jr. While Cashano is heading over to see Bart, does anybody else have anything that they're doing?
Mani-pedi. Mani-pedi. Who wants to do mani-pedi?
Well, mani-pedings can definitely be performed by Tommy, the bartender. This is within his skill set, along with the fashion design.
God, have you guys ever been to those nail salons where they serve you drinks as you're getting your mani-pedis? We can do this! Sorry. If you haven't,
No, because I've never gotten my nails done.
It's an experience. I don't normally get my nails done.
Yeah, fuck it. Sure, why not?
All right, Jabetta's in. Is Norbog in?
No, I'm sorry. I have something else to go do. I'm sorry. Maybe next time.
Okay.
I want to go, but I also have something I need to do, but I'll send Handy.
You could spare a couple hours over the course of 2 days to have a little bit of self-care.
Fine, I'll go at then.
At then.
I'll go, but I'll be like casting while we're talking.
There'll be a cup of milk waiting for you, buddy.
Handy's got like his own chair, and they're like looking after him. And
Handy gets stiletto, like the sharp, long nails. That's what I want out of this.
Oh my
it's
god.
I feel like the
dangerous
ideal
nails.
chair for Handy would be sort of like a billiards ball that he could rest on, so that then they can access on the nails.
Absolutely.
Or like
He's got like something to rest on top of. And it's all
banister.
spread out.
On a-
Lord.
So,
Or one of those like ring holders that's a hand and hand.
yeah, just like that. He's got like a cup that the wrist sits in.
Yeah.
Wait, just a set of brass knuckles, like held up on a stand that he can just slide into.
Yeah.
Start your fan art. We'll say that Lilith, Jobetta, Handy, and Pen, and Sharp is also there, enjoying some relaxation.
Dope.
And Tommy is making his way through each of you, carefully doing your nails and taking care of all of you.
Bazaar, bazaar, bazaar. Finally, some normalcy here. How's everyone feeling?
fucking tired.
Yep. Love sleeping. Sleeping's been fun, let me tell you. Fun.
Are you being
Yeah, I know.
sarcastic?
I've never slept, so I don't.
Got away for a while. I got away for a little while. Now I'm back.
Right.
And
Well, you had the option, and then you decided to go back on it. So
I mean, there were things that were more important. So
that's fine. I'm just saying. You know.
So now I'm just tired all the time. So I guess nothing's changed.
Go get coffee.
What's coffee?
Oh, child.
I don't think I've ever had coffee.
Would
Tommy?
like it. We can put the milk in it.
How have you never?
Milk coffee? Is it like a potion? Is it like just an alcoholic beverage?
What? How have you never had coffee?
It could be.
I don't know what it is, so I couldn't tell you. I've just never had
It comes
it.
from a bean.
Okay, I mean, beans were my least favorite vegetable, so
We have it imported from the deserts down south. Here, let me do you up a cup.
okay.
It'll
Bean
And
perk you right
liquid.
up. It's yes, it is bean liquid. That is. They crush the beans up, and then you filter hot water through it, and then it gets the water's like infused with the essence of just drink.
It's like a tea.
Yeah, sure. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Except it'll
Bean tea.
perk you right up. You'll be awake.
It's more of a black tea, but yeah.
Mm. Oh,
And,
this should be fun. Hey, Tommy, can you put some espresso in there too? He can handle it.
I could try. Well, I'm still a little new to the entire brewing process. We do not have this kind of thing up north.
Oh, there goes that fun.
Definitely put some milk in it.
Very well. And you receive this kind of pale brown beverage that is hot to the touch.
Oh, okay, so do I just sip it? Do I...
Yeah,
You
you
may
Looking-
drink however you wish, as long as you are safe with it.
maybe want to first. Yeah.
And I'll just like little, what? Is it hot? Can I drink it?
Is it?
like,
I don't know,
test
can
it.
you?
I try to drink
No,
a
yeah, I
little
don't-
bit after blowing it a few times.
I'm definitely not like grabbing D6s for fire damage.
Oh my god.
This boy
Stop.
finds like a book in an abandoned crypt, and he's like, "Yes, give me, grab it." A fucking cup of coffee made by a
Yeah,
guy
I
who
know.
works for him,
He's like,
whose lives we
I don't
have
want to
saved,
die.
who we 100% trust. That
I
is a
trust
hazardous.
him. I don't trust the coffee.
I gotta be careful. I don't want to get killed
Well,
in this
Giovanna
Manny
said it's
Petty chair
hot.
drinking a beverage.
So
I
yeah,
mean, you can feel how hot it is if you like put your hand over it.
yeah, I guess.
Do you not like hot coffee? Do you like
I've
cold
never
coffee?
He hasn't had coffee.
Oh, okay. You know what?
You ever had hot chocolate?
Yeah, we've had hot chocolate.
This is
It's
the moment
but
that started
it's
all
hot.
off, where Penn invents cold brew.
Oh my god.
This is his new quest.
So,
So I take a small sip, not enough to scald my tongue, hopefully.
all right, you take 6 fire. No.
No, don't do that.
The beverage is milky and bitter. And you feel a bit energized as you take the sip.
Weird, it tastes like necromancy. Weird,
But I-
because black licorice also tastes like necromancy. So I guess 2 things now. What?
Wow.
I don't.
We just have this stuff? What is this? Why do we... What? I don't
I
understand.
told you what it was.
All right, fine. Hey, I'm a lot less tired. This is great. Are we almost done with my nails? Can we, do something?
But what do you want to do, Pen?
I want to go find Big Sexy. I miss my skeleton. Don't you miss Big Sexy? He was great. We had him for 5 minutes. Now he's gone.
I miss having a break.
Me too. This is a nice break. I'm kind of done having a break though now. I feel real good. Do y'all feel good? I haven't felt this good in a minute.
This joke's not funny
Sharp
anymore.
is like laying back with like a wet rag over her face, and she's like, I can't go back to Waterdeep for a while. I shook down a lot of goons looking for my wife here.
Yeah, sorry, babe. I was, snatched up by a god.
No, that's fair. Look, I get it. It's cool. I'm just telling you, I probably shouldn't be seen in town for a couple days.
Good to know.
I was aggressive in my questioning.
Well, if you ever need to borrow a hat to disguise yourself momentarily, just let me know.
Oh, that's all right. If I don't want to be seen, I can make sure nobody sees me.
To murder him.
I
I
turned to
mean,
Betta like, you did good.
only if I have to.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So other than Pen's offer of getting or looking for Big Sexy, Gebetta, what did you want to do today?
Mm-mm.
I think
I'm
someone
kind
needs to
of-
walk Pen.
I feel like I'm not as great when there's not something pressing to attend to, if that makes sense. I kind
True.
of don't know how to act when I don't have a million things that I need to take care of.
Isn't that kind of concerning that you don't know how to handle downtime?
Not if I don't think about it.
Oh. So your nails, they're blue.
Just gonna shove that shit way down deep.
I'm going to put that on the list of problems I don't want to think about.
Yeah.
And you should run laps. Looks
I don't
like
really
a good
feel like
time.
running. I could read real fast though. You want me to show you? I could do it like right now. If you want me to read anything for you, I could read. You want me to read? We
For
can
1
read.
second. I'm going to ask Tommy for cucumbers to put on my eyes, and I'll be like, okay, yeah, you can show me now.
And then
We're
I'm
getting
like,
a
look.
pin audiobook.
And then
Yeah.
It's just really fast.
Pen
Waterdeep-
excitedly reads magic books.
Yeah, just going through the list way too fast, flipping pages as Lilith doesn't pay attention. Wait, I was supposed to be doing something. Lilith, you're distracting me. I was supposed to be casting spells. I was supposed to be scrying. I was supposed to be looking for my skeleton. Why are we talking about something that isn't my skeleton right now?
You said you wanted to read.
I do. Oh, God, there's so much happening. What is this stuff? Hey, do we have more of this? And I hold up an empty cup, Tom.
I will get you another cup.
Thank you. I love it. Appreciate it. Where's Cashano? I miss Cashano and Norbog. I don't know where they are. You know what? I'll see y'all later. I'm going to go find them. And I just walk out. I wander out.
All right.
He's still got
I'm
like
just-
cotton between his toes. He's not wearing shoes.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, bye.
Bye. I'll be back later. I'm just. You hear him talking, but you can't hear what he's saying anymore.
Tommy is left behind
Oh,
holding
boy.
the cup and saucer of a new cup, and he's just like, I do not understand. It does not do this when I give it to Whistle Whip.
Well,
Whistle Whip is a
Pin is, for one, he's never had it. For two, he's, an impressionable guy, and
Yes, he does seem like he has a weak constitution sometimes.
Yep.
Like maybe like a +1 or 2, maybe.
Yeah, very. Yeah. So, yeah, not shocked. Yeah, let's get these guys some energy. I hope he doesn't break anything.
Well, surely not. Do you have any color preferences for your nails?
Blue.
Very well. And Tommy continues to work on everybody's nails. He does a different little cat face for each one of Sharp's.
Of course he does.
Because, of course, it's what she wants, and she names every one of them. And
My freaking wife. Okay, it's fine.
and we go check in with Norbog.
I I start making for the garden, and then think better of it because I've realized that some of my friends can actually find me there. I think that at this point they realize that I go there a lot, and I don't want them to find me at the moment. So instead I slip out of the keep and head to a little forest, and
Alright.
hey, Decapitator, what's up? What was up with that fight?
I wanted you to allow me to work through you.
Well, I didn't need you, so why should I do that?
Because that is how I can operate outside my domain.
That's not exactly selling you, that you don't have power outside of your domain.
My power comes from those who pay me tribute.
Again, you're not making the strongest case that I should owe you any deference.
Then pay me no deference. I do not need you.
I think you do, because I did something you have never been able to do. You might lead the Bugbear Pantheon, but everyone is afraid of Skikaret. Everyone. And you've never defeated them. And I stared down every bugbear's fear, and I walked away without a scratch. So I think you should actually be the one bending your knee to me and begging for my mercy, because I think you do need me.
Your experience seems to have inflated your sense of position in the world. I would choose your next course of action carefully.
Then prove that you are worthy of anything. What happened with Skikaret? Are they dead? Are they back in the void? Who's controlling them?
They are back in the void.
Hurt? Alive? In their right
Injured.
mind?
Not in their right mind.
Because here's the thing. I know what I can and can't do. I'm very good at hitting things. I'm less good at making their heads explode. What killed them? Because I don't think it was me.
We don't know.
I think you need me.
What do you have to offer?
Again, I just stared down the boogeyman of every bugbear, including yourself. You've seen what I have to offer. I didn't need your help.
Your opinions are dangerous.
So am I.
That is not incorrect. Something was helping or using Skikaret. This being, this creature, whatever it is not divine, but its power is great. It reaches across worlds and plies the minds of others.
What plane is it from? Do you know that, even?
Skikaret has been reluctant to give up information.
Well, I think it's beneficial to all of us if we figure out what it is. If it was able to take out Skikaret, it could take out you. And Grunkle. So, will you let me know if you find anything out? And show that maybe you're worthy of my attention, now that you have finally deemed me worthy of yours.
Grunkle is hunting. using what we have learned to try and track the thing down.
Smart.
If we learn anything, we will inform all of our followers
Followers.
as to how to destroy it.
What about allies? Not followers.
We do not have allies, girl. We are alone. That is why we need each other.
That's what allies are, though. They're people who need each other and help each other. Look, I'm not going to follow you. I don't think I need you. I am more than willing to share information, though, as a potential ally.
Do as you wish. We will point your club in the right direction.
Be sure you do. I don't think I can hang up a phone. Yeah, I can't hang up a phone on God, but I'm trying
You can't
to.
angrily hang up. You like punch a tree.
Right. I'm actually not that angry.
Okay.
And I turn to head back to the keep, and as I do, I pause for a moment, and I stop for a second. Puck? Owen Stone?
Ta-da!
Oh, good, you're not dead. You're welcome. And I hang up the phone on him and walk away. So that answers the question of Owen Stone is still not.
Actually, it was
Around.
Timothy that responded.
I know,
to you.
yeah. That's why he's not around, yeah.
Yeah.
And I just walked away and head back to the keep with
Very well.
that bits of information.
Timothy very sadly kind of slumps away.
Look, Timothy did nothing wrong, but everyone more powerful than Timothy is currently pissing me off, so.
All right. So, Cashano, you make it over to the Blacksmith Shop.
Yes.
Where Bart Jr. is there. And Bart Jr. is like pressing an ingot up against his face. And he's got his eyes closed. Tell me what you are inside. Please, I'm listening.
A pair of enchanted monocles.
Oh, wow. That sounds really cool.
Oh, hey,
I don't know if that's
Bart,
the best
how
use
are
for
you?
adamantite, though. Hey, what's up?
Quick question. Do you have any experience with lenscraft? Glasswork?
Oh, very delicate procedures. That's something I could do, but I might need an assistant. My big hands are not best tuned for that sort of thing.
Well,
Oh, I
take
could
your
ask
pick.
Philip.
Philip? Sure. Philip? Have you
He's
not
got
taken an
dainty
apprentice?
fingers. Oh, no. I don't know if I could do that. That's like me infringing my way of the world on someone else. It's up to young minds to choose their own path.
Right, but if their path is they want to be a jeweler, they could use someone to learn from.
Yeah, I suppose.
Or,
Were a
blacksmith.
young lad to come and approach me and tell me that he wished to learn my ways of the hammer, I would gladly teach him. But I will not seek that person out. I will wait for the universe to deliver them to me.
All right. You know, we should see whatever happened to that kid, that elf kid. What was his name? Something with a G, little cleric kid.
Oh yes, I remember, young Gadil. He
Oh,
was
right,
interested
yes.
in jewelcraft as well.
Gadiel, yes. Very interesting little fella. Should see if he can make his way back at any time. Anyways.
Shout out. All right.
Anyways, so very interesting opportunity for you here, and I'll pull out the eyes and I'll just give him the rundown. I'll tell him that, keep it on the down low, but like, all right, if we're doing this, we're doing this. I can't get him to do this whole thing in the war room. He doesn't have a forge in there, whatever. So, fuck it.
Oh, fascinating. I believe I can put something like this together. I will have to forge some special glass.
All right.
Luckily, I believe I have something just right for it. In the investigation that we did in the cathedral after that unusual dream man showed up, we found many piles of unusual sand. I've called it dream sand. I think it will be just what we need.
All right, yeah, whatever you think's gonna work. Two things I'll ask. If it could be like a situation where they sort of click together to become a set of glasses and then can be separated as monocles, that would be outstanding. Really, just next level shit. Also, please don't put these in the hands of Gearstrip. No matter what he tries to convince you he may be able to do with them. Don't really want anything this powerful in that guy's hands. He's already a existential hazard as it is.
Fair enough. I'll make sure not to let him know about this particular project.
Appreciate it.
All right. Give me a little bit of time, and I should be able to have this worked out for you.
Outstanding. Very pleased as always. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'll just say in general. Actually, can I have your hand for a moment?
Of course. He hands
I'm
you
gonna
his giant big paw.
cast Identify just to check for any magical effects to make sure this isn't somebody different using an illusion spell. Fucking precautions.
Appears to be Bart Jr.
Okay, outstanding. No spells on it. That's good.
Goliath, male.
Oh yeah, I guess I could have used my glasses too. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, fucking outstanding. Just maybe don't really share this with anyone. This seems to be a thing of. There's somebody hanging out using a lot of illusion shit, pretending to be other people to get what they want. Don't really want that situation involved in it.
Oh, what if I am an illusion?
No, you're not.
What
I
if
just
none
checked.
of us are actually real?
No, actually, I
Oh.
just checked. That's what I was touching you for. You're definitely not an illusion.
How do I
so you
check
can,
if you are real?
learn the Identify spell. You can at least see if there's magical effects on me.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe that's again, don't mention any of this, but maybe talk to Gearstrip and Darius, see if they can whip you up some sort of like ring of identification. As a blacksmith dealing with a lot of enchanted items, that would probably be useful.
Oh, I don't know if that's in line with what I believe. I think the items need to tell me what they are.
This is just a communication method is what this is. It helps them tell you what they are. Really, it's going to help you speak to magical items. It would be a very useful thing for you. Let me know how I need to flavor this to get you to buy in.
Oh, well, when you put it that way, I suppose it could be something I could utilize. Very well, I will give it a shot.
Yeah, also, I just
get-
rolled a 26 on persuasion, so maybe you just go with this thing.
I am the agreeable type. I will get my friend Philip to make the frames for me, and then I will cast the lenses myself. I will keep everything on the down low, as you requested.
And don't give them to anyone but me when they're finished, please. Thank you.
Of course, I will be sure to check if anyone shows up pretending to be you, to see if they are an illusion or not.
Right. Oh, maybe we should come up with a passphrase.
All right, what will your passphrase be?
Well, maybe you should tell me what it is, so that you don't forget
I've got it.
All right.
When you show up, I will look at the sky, and I will say, "Looks like nasty weather." And you will say, "Yes, it might even storm."
All right. That will work perfectly, unless it's actually about to storm. Have a good one, Bard.
Well, it is about to be fall. That seems unlikely current. Unless you wait until winter. I don't believe it will take me that long to craft.
You've been here long enough to know that the local weather is a little, Anyways. Let me know when it's ready. And...
Good day to you, Cashano the Resurrected.
Hey, you know what? I kind of like that. I kind of like be a little snappier. We'll work on it. I make my way back over. I'm going to the library. I am working on my Netherese and cracking a little bit more into that book. That book. It's made out of rat skin.
Okay. Very well. Yes, the rat skin book. There's only good things in there.
With the Netherese shit on.
All right, Pen, you ran off to go do stuff.
Well, I ran off to go find Cashano and Norbog specifically. So,
Okay.
did I run into any of them?
No one's seen Norbog around the academy for a bit.
Sean will be at the library.
Norbog's not specifically being stealthy coming back in. She's just gonna walk back to the keep, though. So you could probably catch her on the way back in.
I'm just balancing and running along and talking to myself and not shutting up in general and being like, and then oh, Norbog, there you are. Hey, Norbog, do you want to come like hang out with Lilith and Jolbetta? She's back. And then we've got, there's stuff in there. Have you ever had coffee?
I just put my hands on his shoulders and like ground him slightly.
Oh, hi.
Who gave you coffee?
Tommy, but I think it was Lilith's idea.
Oh, that's right. You're not used to sleeping.
I don't like it anymore. It's not fun. I mean, I had a real bad dream last night, but I mean, like, whatever. I guess I learned something from it.
Yeah, you did make a very impassioned speech about the benefits of nightmares, so I don't think you have a right to complain anymore about those.
Don't we always have a right to complain? Anyway.
No.
But where's
He's gonna do it anyways. He's
I
probably in the
will.
library. He's always there anymore.
He's always there. All right, well, we should probably go get him, and maybe he'll want to hang out. Do you want to hang out? They're doing mani-pedis, and you probably, I don't know, you have nails. People have nails. People that have nails like getting those done,
I
right?
do have claws. Yeah.
Ooh, you could probably make them sharper. Handy's getting real sharp nails.
Oh, those really long ones?
Yeah.
And I like hook my arm in his arm and head off to the library while we have this vibrating conversation.
All right. So, in the library, you find Cashano doing research, possibly with a rat skin book.
I'm reading. Penn recognizes this book. Well, you probably both recognize the book.
Oh,
Penn
yeah.
especially has read.
Hey, Cashano. Cashano. He's reading that book again. Cashano, that book. Hey, Cashano,
Yeah.
book. Hey.
Hey, oh, shit, that's right. You can read this. You can read anything, right? Hey, do you want to read?
I can read anything. I can read anything probably even better right now. Do you want me to read that book? I can probably read it real fast.
Absolutely. Can you read it out loud to me in a secure place?
Sure, wherever you want to go, buddy. We should go hang out with Lilith and Jolbetta after this.
Yeah.
And Normog,
100%.
obviously, but she's here.
I look over just towards Norbog, like, and give her, like, is everything cool here?
Had coffee, he's fine.
You haven't been, like, hanging around Whistle Whip, have you?
No, Lilith told me I should drink coffee. This is Lilith's fault. I just want to point that out again. But Tommy gave me coffee, and I've never had coffee, and it's weird. Bean juice is weird, man.
Yeah, it's very weird. You know what else is weird? Ancient
book?
magic. Yeah,
I
let's do
love
it,
ancient
bud.
magic.
All
It's
right.
gonna crash in a couple hours, so you should do this quick.
Yeah. Yeah. For safety's
Where-
sake, I think we agreed that we were only gonna like do out loud reading in the
In the Mage Tower.
in the war room and somewhere secured from magical explosions and shit. So yeah,
Can I come with? Am I allowed to come with?
Please.
of course you have a chair. You have your own chair in the war room.
Well,
You
yeah,
can
but
go
you're
in
doing
whenever you
magic.
want.
I don't know if you like want to do like secret magic boy stuff. I don't know.
Norbog, I might need you to hold me down because, like, after I read this book, I might be like evil or something. This is a
Yeah,
weird
it's
book.
actually
It's
not a
made
bad
out of
idea.
rat skin.
That's very
Don't
true.
totally
you both
know
could
what
turn
happens.
evil.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Reading's fun.
Great.
great to learn because knowledge is power.
I can
Alright.
take them both out. It's fine.
Yeah, just hug me to
Alright.
death.
Pen, if you're reading the book, I need a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy, does coffee give me advantage on it?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Wisdom, you said?
Yes, please.
Wait, I'm gonna boop you with bolstering magic. You have
Okay.
a you have a D3
Okay, good.
to any rolls you make.
Okay,
Roll a
I'll
D3.
D3. Oh, a D3.
D3.
I know it's not much. I know it's a weird ass dice.
I don't even have a button for D3.
Do you want me
Roll
to
a
roll
D6
one for you?
divided by
'Cause I
2.
do.
Oh shit. Norbog
I have a
can roll it
D3
for
button.
me. Hit me with it, because I rolled a 10.
I rolled a 3, so you got a 13.
13. I rolled a 13. What's happening, Satan?
Okay. You feel this book almost like drinking your magical energy while you read it.
I only have 2 spell slots. Come on.
And well, now you got one.
God damn it.
And as you read the book, you get the feeling that the book is reading you.
All right. I'm a two-way street. I'm an open book. How's it going? And what am I getting out of this?
This next section, because you guys have read portions of it
You're
before.
reading out loud, right?
Yeah, you hear me.
Yeah.
I think. I
Does this
presume.
affect the rest of us at all, or just him?
Just him.
Okay.
Because he's reading the words out of the book.
Okay.
Okay.
As Penn looks a little drained, I lean over to Cashano and is this worth it?
Everything we've talked about, potentially trying to do, this book is the best lead we have on that.
Even if it kills our friends.
It's not gonna kill him. You're fine, right? Hey, Penn, you're fine, right?
This is the fucking, like, your parents where your dad's like, he's eating dirt and just like, he's fine. He's doing what he loves. He wants this.
I'm like,
Yeah,
he's gonna get tetanus.
I'm tired.
But
also
this
jittery.
is like toddlers and tiaras, and I'm really pushing you to be a champion.
You're making him drink the goat juice.
I'm a champion. I'm fine. This book is talking to me, I think. Or like reading me. It's man.
No.
When,
The book is reading you, and you're reading the book. So this
Oh.
next section reads almost like a journal. It specifically references how the transformation into undeath within dragons seems to replace their breath weapons from a biological function to a magical function.
undead dragons are magic. And these are my
As the
sidebars.
biological mechanisms that are necessary to produce the breath rot away in the process.
That everything is
Oh.
magic.
Yeah.
So, from that reasoning, a hypothesis is created that it is possible through the correct spells to magically recreate other forms of dragon breath. And beyond that, to possibly magically create new forms of dragon breath. Abilities that are not yet inherited by chromatic and metallic dragons.
New types of magic. You like to do that, Cashano. New types of magic.
New type.
You can make timeline breath. You can breathe on people and make them like
Dragon
old.
It explores this in detail through multiple pages and surmises
wrong.
what mixtures of magics and conjurations could be used to potentially create such things.
Conjure breath.
And then it
necromancy
talks
breath.
about how those things seem to go beyond the restrictions of the weave.
Oh, uncharted territory. We
And as a result, hinder further research into it.
That's how far we get. Or do we
The
get
last thing you get to is the possibility of negative magic.
Like dispelling, like anti-magic, like what? What are we talking about?
The theory states that magic as an energy form likely has an antithesis, and that it is possible when we channel such spells as dispel or counterspell, we are channeling this energy. It also surmises that there is a possibility that utilizing this energy can be used to remove magic from items, people, the world.
And I look uncomfortable at this point as I'm reading this last part. This is a bad book. I mean,
Is
it's
it?
knowledge, but...
Is
Ugh.
it?
I mean, it's good to know, but also, like, why would you want to rip magic out? That's bad. Magic's
Why
good.
would that be bad? In what way is magic good? Magic is good for those who have it. Hey, it's good for us because we managed to have tapped into it. A fuck ton of it. We're powerful as shit. And we like to think that we're doing good in the world. We like to think that we're not causing harm to innocent people if we can help it. But it's all, like, the reason we have to use this shit is because there's other magic out there. There's other people out there doing horrible things. And it's not like we're not doing this selfishly. It's not like we're not benefiting, and he fucking just gestures broadly to the giant institution full of people who will basically follow our every command. Like, we're on the fucking top of this. So yeah, for us, it probably seems like magic's fucking great, but think about it for a second. I mean, I know you come from a family of paladins. You woke up without a memory being a warlock. Like, do you really have a concept of what it's like to be without magic?
I didn't have magic before I was a warlock, I don't think.
But you lived around it. You grew up bathed
That's
in
almost
it, benefiting from it.
worse.
You may have not had the magic yourself, but you did benefit from the magic. Your family benefited from the magic. Your family's been magical since before you were born.
I think everyone should benefit from magic. That's why warlocks are so great. That's why everybody should have a patron.
Right, but is everybody going to be able to get it at the same levels? Look, what I'm saying is, if you really want to talk about, just hypothetically, like, giving people more of a chance, removing the power that's so disproportionately, I don't know.
Taking out the bad guys, like we always do.
I'm just saying
Or at
magic
least- or
isn't
fixing
necessarily
them.
good. Maybe this is a conversation to table for now. But
I guess
This is
magic is more
interesting.
neutral.
what I find interesting here is the idea of making other breath weapons. Just like intrinsic abilities, being able to put that in. And it brings up a good point, you know, all necromancy is magic. Everything undead is magical, and everything an undead can do is magical. And if these abilities can be apportioned out, separated up, broken down into a science, if you will, I'm just saying, the opportunities, you talk about a time breath, but most of what we see dragons do is some level of evocation. They're bringing up fire, lightning, you know, elements, acid, poison, shit like that. But what about a healing breath?
That sounds great.
What about a warding breath? What about abjuration breath?
We could make mints out of them, and then you could eat them, and they would give you the breath. You would do it. It's like a magic mint. Sounds great. We should talk to Whistlewhip about this. I'm looking at Norbog now because I'm like,
We could call them enchantments.
we're gonna make money. You love
So
money.
on board with Cashano until that moment, and now I'm like, oh, damn it. I was like, nope, Kashano's back to being full of bullshit.
Well, that was.
From the people
Are
who
we?
brought you managements.
We should. We should go tell. Lilith and Gilberto and Handy. We should go hang out with them and tell them. They're still getting things done. Kashana, do you want to have your nails done?
Actually, would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I think we'll take a little break on the
very well.
crazy book.
The book, yeah, you guys are kind of forced to take a break because the book does not allow Penn to read any further.
Oh, really? All right. I see how you are. Whatever. You know what? I didn't want to talk to you anyway. I close it and push it back to Kashana.
Yes, I will.
You couldn't handle reading me any longer, really, is what that was.
And
What's that like?
So meanwhile, in the back room of Cookie's Crab Shack, where Lilith and Sharp and Gilbert are getting their nails done, You guys talking about anything? You just hanging out?
I could
feel like while Lilith's guard is down a little bit, maybe. I feel like I might be asking Lilith just some, not probing questions, but just, just some questions, try to figure out what the fuck has been going on with her lately. Because she has been
Can't wait
so
to hear
fucking...
subtle Gilbetta on this.
What?
Can't wait to hear subtle Gilbetta's questions on this.
So, what the fuck's wrong with you?
I open up.
So Gilbetta's just kind of like, they're just talking, and Gilbetta's like, man, I've never done this before. This is crazy and weird. And Lilith, you've really grown into a tactician lately.
What was that noise?
I don't know. Lilith!
Sorry, can't talk, sleeping.
Lilith! Wake up.
What? It better be something good, like you like me.
What? I don't... What?
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 If I didn't like you, I would... Whatever, I'm not... So, you've been a tactician lately. You've kind of been having goals and plans and, plans? That's kind of a weird thing. What
Smiles.
What changed? How come all of a sudden you...
I get like cucumbers and I just eat one. So there's like one eye kind of looking at you.
I don't know, it just seems like since the worlds converged, you're...
Is that so bad?
No. It's just... different. It was unexpected. It came out of nowhere.
I'll take it as a compliment. Thank you for noticing. I like to make sure my family's okay.
I feel like you felt like that before, though. You're just
Yeah.
more serious about it now.
Get the other cucumber and eat it. And I sit up a little bit more. And I look at her, I was like, yeah, I did see that before. But I was all talk before. And I see that things have been stressing you out, so I thought I should pick up the slack in helping as I try to recall what I was called before. Lady of the Keep.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's nice to see. You just kind of not really came out of your shell because you were never really in a shell because you are a damn firecracker, literally. But just like, I don't know. It's just...
It was a different kind of shell that you're confusing it.
Yeah.
Fear.
So, why aren't you afraid now? What changed?
I was tired of it. It's pointless. I hated myself for being so fearful. And I never want to hesitate if anyone's in danger. more willing to put my life at risk than before. Gebetta, you're like a sister to me. And I have 2 other sisters.
I feel the same way.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm like a sister to me too.
mm.
She's like, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, you.
Sharp with the rag over her head. Ah!
It's really nice to see you again. Even though you're gone briefly.
Yeah, okay. Javetta's just gonna roll with it because she was gone for like a day and a half, so it's logical. Yeah, it was. Sharp sucks.
Oh,
I told her that a
Hey.
lot.
Char sucks, right? Char.
Yes, Sharp.
Sorry. Thought I heard a P on the end
I
of that.
thought
Well, I
I thought I
rolled.
heard a P too.
The shocked wave moved through the.
Yeah, I rolled right into the next word.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just. Ugh.
Gebetta. Just out of curiosity, are you happy with your position here?
Some days. Most days. But some days I want to go out and adventure and do things, and some days I just don't want to. Some days I just want to exist and do simple things. Other
Have you
people
ever
want to do.
considered talking to Cookie again to bring to, I don't know, take up the position he once had before here?
No, I've made a commitment.
You made a commitment, but don't be
Yeah.
miserable in it.
I'm not miserable.
Or trapped.
No. I could leave if I wanted to. Wouldn't be the first time. Not from here, obviously. But it's
Okay.
it's a choice I've made, and I don't regret it. And I do love my life here. I just every once in a while it's nice to think about what life would have been like if things had been different.
Like you're missing out on something?
No. Just like different. Like if, my parents hadn't died. If I'd never met Bone River. Like, would I have still found Salune? Is everything supposed to happen the way that it happened? Like, does everything happen because it's supposed to happen? Or is it all just
Random?
random chaos and choices that lead to the things we think are supposed to happen?
I like to think it's random and chaotic.
I used to think that. Lately, started to think that it's maybe a little of both. Like, choices that we make definitely dictate where we'll go. But I think that at the end of the day, the world is ushering us towards something.
Possibility. Everything is possible.
Yeah.
Might have multiple endings too.
Yeah, I mean, we've already seen another outcome of another life. I all the time think about other me's out there.
Oh yeah? The other yous, huh?
Yeah, I mean, if there was one alternate dimension out there with a bunch of us running around, there's more, right? Like, I mean, that only makes logical sense that there's other versions of us out there in the world. I mean, maybe even worlds without magic, or worlds with more magic, or maybe one of me is a god.
Maybe we're both gods.
Maybe. I don't know. It's just interesting to think about what the other versions of myself are doing and if they're happy. Because the version of myself that I met wasn't.
Lilith looks a little, can't look at you in the face for that one. She's like, yeah. She was not.
Yeah. She lost sharp.
I am a linchpin.
I know, babe. She's like, as much as I wanted to hate her for the choices she made and trying to come here and do everything she did, if I lost her, I'd probably do the same thing, or worse, to try to get her back.
Don't. Lilith gets up and puts hands on your shoulders like, don't. I will not allow it.
I'm not saying I'm going to, but I'm just saying, like, I get it. I get that some of the choices she made, they were fucked up and misguided, but she was doing what she thought she had to.
Well, just if anything happens to Sharp, and I look at Sharp, hypothetically, not like you're going to go anywhere.
Rag on her head.
You are not permitted. You are just not permitted to do whatever the other Jabetta did. It's just a too dark of a path. I don't want to see you go through that.
Yeah. Shit got real dark.
Promise.
I tried and was fucking cool though. But you know,
Promise.
has downfalls. I promise I'm not gonna do some crazy shit like that. But you can't either. That other version of you, she was fucked up.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, she was just surrounded by death and destruction. They all were.
I mean, what's the difference between there and here? I mean, we just recently seen people get killed and whatnot. It's just...
but that version of you she killed pretty much her entire family, right? Like, just something that you've kind of wanted to do or talked about doing, but you never did it.
Yet.
But she did. And she regretted it. Or at least it seemed like she did. That version of you kind of seemed like she would say anything to get people on her side. But
Well, you know, she did show some good traits that I admired. She seemed really strong.
she was strong.
Yeah, I didn't know I could get that strong. I need to get that strong too. Yeah.
I mean,
And
She
she
was
actually
strong,
went through her
but-
goals. So I need to make more decision making. Not even decision. I have to actually take action of my decision whether and not, you know, wait around for things to happen, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like, so, you know, you kind of have been doing that. I feel like all of us have kind of taken on aspects of the other version of ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, Cashano they're both just crammed in there together. Penn shared memories. Norbog's got 2. So, you know, they're just all mixed in, and I look at a few things differently, and you seem to be taking some of the more assertive traits of your other version. And
Those traits look like it got shit done. Like you said, the
Yeah.
other one managed to kill her family.
yep,
Still need to do that here.
I mean, all of them.
Well,
I mean, I know you want to kill your dad, but
for the sake of the future, Liana's here.
mhm.
And I'm gonna imagine I have like a cup of wine in my hand or something like that.
Mhm.
And she seems to have taken a liking to Cashano. The glass breaks a little bit. It's like, and you know what? That's probably for the best, because if I, you know, take out scumbag of a dad and the older sister that I don't give 2 shits about, then, I mean, look at that. If they end up together, our territory will expand and potential...
Can make Cashano a king
Yes!
if they got together and oh my god.
Mhm.
Don't tell him. Don't. I don't know if he's put that together. We can't bring that up to him.
And at that point, Cashano and Norbog and Penn arrive together to the mani-pedi room.
To be clear, is the coffee here? It's just coffee, right? Because I feel like I've had it hundreds of times at this point. And
I'm bouncing and pulling them in by there. I was like, yeah, it's just coffee. It's great. I asked for another cup. Oh, there it is. Tommy brought it. You want me to get you one?
It's probably cold by now.
Yeah,
Norbog,
I could
you
have a
want
cup
one?
of coffee.
Good. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
The coffee is imported from a place called Kalimshan. It's by Kalimport in the south. It's just across the water from the peninsula of Chult. And it's kind of a thick, like a Turkish coffee.
This was always
So
one
it's,
of the
It's very
things-
bitter.
When in Waterdeep, whenever there was a chance to work, you know, one of the very ritzy sort of weddings, you didn't get paid better, but the amenities were much better. You know, like you could, outstanding. Same stuff, I think. As far as I don't know, I've only had it a handful of times before I came here. Anyways, what are you all up to in here? What you guys talking about?
I prestidigate the floor clean from the broken glass. Nothing. Well, I mean, you know.
Getting a little
Deep-
Butterfingers, a few too many drinks.
Yeah, let's go with that. You know, we were talking about just how life goes, and just
Yeah. Tell
That
me
it's-
about it.
Between chaotic and also possibly running by fate.
yeah. We're also talking about our alternate selves, because I've been thinking a lot lately about alternate me, and you're both. She points at Cashano and Norbog. She's like, y'all are like
Gestures broadly.
Yeah, y'all are both in there.
Two of many,
Yeah, what's that like?
It's kind of, sometimes it's hard to separate which path is which. So it's sort of like if you took two books with two different stories, right? And you sort of like mixed the chapter 1 of each and the chapter 2 of each, and so on and so forth. And then somewhere around like chapter 35, it just starts being one consistent thing. Suddenly, it's hard to tell, like, which storyline is accurate. Yeah, it's fucking weird, all right? But, that's just the surface. And he, gestures to his weapon. He's like, I think I figured out how this thing works.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have crazy magic. How's it work? What do you...
As far as I can tell, it's like channeling... It's channeling an alternate universe timeline of myself. So somewhere here, there's somewhere out there is a Cashano the Quick who wields and I pull out the weapon to see what I get.
You pull out a... pistol.
Wield this fucking thing. Like, I've seen, like pirates with their blunderbuss, but have you seen one like this? The mechanism, it rotates.
Maybe
you can shoot
from
6 times without reloading. It's fantastic.
Maybe from a world without magic.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Is like all there are versions of us probably in all kinds of worlds without magic, with magic.
Terrible. I'm back behind the counter pulling levers on the coffee machine and putting drinks together because Tommy's up
There's no machine. It's just a decanter with the coffee.
Well, I'm decanting behind the bar, moving cups around. That's a terrible idea. Why would we ever want to be somewhere without magic? And I use Mage Hand to pass a cup of coffee over to Cashano.
This is why. Look how you rely on magic for everything.
And
for
then I come
everything.
out holding 1 cup of coffee for me, and I pass a cup with the tea bag in it to Norbog. And I was like, I took a chance on chamomile. I wasn't sure.
Thank you.
And Giovanna says, yes, that, but also this. And she just picks like an inanimate objects in the room and just sacred flames it, fucking destroys it.
Yes, well, that's a cleric choice you're making.
Sure, that's interesting, but also this.
No, I'm saying, but this, like destruction.
Right, but also this, and he holds up the revolver, which appears to be a purely mechanical device operating on physics and natural sciences that theoretically anyone able to hold it could use to do things like this. Pop, 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 just like fires off all 6 into the wall. I
use this room a lot for a lot of things. Could you all just stop?
Tommy, it's fine. And I like bounce over and cast mending on the chair and then cast mending on the wall. It's fine. It's fine. We can fix it.
I do work in here. Like, you cannot.
I fixed it, Tommy.
Sorry.
It's fine. I love you. It's not your fault.
We're making points.
Come to your rooms and mess things up. Like, this is not very kind.
Tommy, I'm sorry. I apologize. Like, you've seen a lot of the... We're kind of all having an awakening over here. Like a long, slow awakening. And
are we?
It's hard to sort of grasp what fucking matters anymore. Anyway, sorry about the wall.
Okay, but do that without wrecking my room. Like...
Sure. And I'll put it back in and it just, like toothpaste, back in the tube, back into the scabbard.
There have been so many discussions of philosophy over this. Where there are people, there will be power imbalances. While there are power imbalances, someone will always be grasping for something, whether it be an eldritch blast or whatever the hell that thing is. And I'm pointing at the gun in his hand. Like,
well, it's just the question of how readily available should some power be.
It all depends on the person in the end. We have no control of what kind of people are going to come into this world. I mean, you talk about magic and then you point out this mechanical weapon. In the end, it could be used for good or evil. It's not the source of problems. It's the people who end up being messed up, I guess. I don't know.
It's not the source of the problem, but it's not the solution either. Like, how would it really be so bad to live in a world where someone can't just cast a spell and take hold of your mind?
But we lose things like healing. We lose resurrection. Half of us wouldn't be in this room right now. Think about what you'd lose, too. And I druidcraft a sprig of dogwood, and I hand it to Cashano.
What we would lose. What we have access to isn't what... And fucking just gesturing towards Copper City. What everyone gets. You know?
So do we make magic more readily available? Is that the answer?
I mean, it is kind of ironic that it's for magic users debating the merits of magic. We're not even equal in this room.
4 magic users?
4. And I make petals. And I wave my hand in the air. It's hardly the same.
Do you... I'm sorry. Do you honestly believe that your abilities are separate from magic?
They're not nearly on the scale as the rest of yours.
Okay, look, I get that your bugbear heritage has some, like, strength and physical advantages over someone like me. You know, a human. But I don't know if you've realized what you do is sort of several, like, echelons above what an average bugbear swinging a mace can do. Have you not noticed weird shit when you get mad? You know, like...
But you're all still echelons upon echelons above that, even. The things that you 4 can do?
Only magically, though.
Only magically. You raised the dead, Pen.
I do love raising the dead. It's very fun. And
I haul off and punch Norbog clear in the chest as hard as I can.
What? I don't even block. You can land. You can automatically succeed.
Okay. Let's just roll damage on that then.
Yeah.
I do a whopping 2 damage to you. That was literally as hard as I can hit, and I'm pretty sure my hand is in more pain than you are.
That's now, Norbog, you do him.
No. That's not normal. Your ability to not be hurt by things is magical, whether you recognize it or not.
Fully capable of hitting me with magic that is stronger than 2 damage.
My point is, if I were to hit, like, an average person, I mean, look, I'm not exactly a mixed martial arts fighter here, but I could throw a punch. I've given some people black eyes.
Yobetta punches Cashano. There you go.
God damn it! We know your magic. We know your magic. We don't need to reestablish that.
I was kind of hoping someone would. But please do more damage than he did.
Hold on, I got it.
Meanwhile, Pen's walking behind the bar, pulling something off the wall.
That's a 3 bludgeoning damage.
A little bit more.
So, like, a little bit more.
Point being, you are magically imbued, whether you realize it or not.
And you could be more.
Can I punch someone?
I'm holding glass, so don't. I went behind the bar and pulled off like a large obsidian mirror that has to be there because some of us scry here because some of us have jobs.
Tonight was gonna go, but this wasn't it.
Look,
Okay,
feel
if you're
left
going
out
to fight,
here.
I need you to leave the salon.
We're done. We're done. No one hits anybody else, okay?
I want to
All
have
I'm
like a
saying,
chair in my
it's-
head, over my head.
This is all largely theoretical, philosophical right now. Tommy, could you grab me some ice, please? This is all like largely theoretical right now.
Of course, let me get you ice. I didn't ask anyone to fight in my salon, but we'll get you ice.
Yeah, you didn't ask us to save your life either, but we did it. Point is,
God!
That's a
We
low
could-
blow, Cashano.
we could I'm not saying it's like we could just turn off magic, but I'm just saying like it's worth considering if we could. You know. Would you want
No.
No.
Maybe.
I don't intend to live some boring life where I can't communicate with those who have died or heal you or protect you, because newsflash to all of you, without magic, I'm just a dude and I can't do anything and I can't get in between you. And even if I did, it wouldn't matter. I would
You
just
realize
be.
that without magic, we're all just.
Yes, but Norbog's still strong.
I know.
You can
That's
still
the
wouldn't
whole-
be nearly
that's the
as
point of
strong though.
what
That's
we're-
the whole
that's what we're
conversation.
trying
She
to
wouldn't,
tell
she wouldn't be
Norbog.
nearly as strong.
And you'd still be smart, though, afterwards, too. You'd still have other virtues.
Would he? I mean,
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Well, that's.
I had to get here somehow, you can't just pull open the first book you find. It's like, oh, there's an elder god. That'll do. I mean, I would have probably if it were that easy, but that's not normal. Anyway.
Well, look, all right, everyone in this room is kind of. I may very soon have a way to utilize the vision of a god to sort of start tracking down all the things we've been looking for. Because for all of our magical abilities, a real blind spot has been finding shit, finding people, seeing what they're up to, you know?
And I kind of pointedly, finally, in the middle of the table, I guess we've all gotten around or whatever, I sit down this black mirror and I'm like,
wait.
So,
I
So
see
you
my
mean-
dungeon master keep trying to say something.
Yeah, you got a new mirror.
at this
I don't-
point,
Ah.
Wormspit enters the room looking a bit frantic and distressed.
If there's not blood in a carpeted area, then we don't need to hear it.
Let me know if it's a fight. I'm ready. I didn't get to punch anything yet.
Somebody better
Not
be
fair.
dying, not dead, because we can't help dying.
I don't need dying. Just
Some
let
of
me
us
know if
can
there's a
help
fight
that.
starting.
That's a good.
I'm not entirely certain, but we do have a little bit of a situation.
Who needs
it
punching?
appears that in the days of conflict that we were engaged in, a student has gone missing.
Ooh.
Did they not sign the waivers?
It should. It's just not ditching class.
There are signs of a struggle in their room at the dorms.
Hmm.
It appears that they may have been abducted.
Oh, okay, looks like we're gonna go kill someone. Let's do it. Show us the way.
All right. Why is
Then I-
that? Why is the why?
I walk ahead.
hazing thing, like another group of students, inducting them into some sort of
Well, we have a zero
fabricated.
tolerance hazing policy, so
Come on,
Yeah.
chop chop. Let's go.
I would hope not.
Also,
I assure you I have investigated it thoroughly. It appears that whatever happened, they are no longer on Academy grounds.
You investigated thoroughly, but did you investigate it? Sniff it. Wait, I got nothing. Norbog, can
Look,
you
there
sniff it?
are probably an infinite number of versions of them that are on their appropriate academy grounds, so I don't see why it's such a big deal. We've got other things to do.
Okay.
Do we? Because we're just standing around hitting each other. Are we really doing better things?
I've been trying to place a call all day. It took so long to
A
get you all
call
in the
to
same
who?
room.
What?
My skeleton.
How are you
Your
going to
skeleton will
do
have to
that?
wait.
What are you doing? Say you
I
sending
have
ascending?
scrying.
What the fuck?
You knew this! We did this in the beginning when Gilberto went missing because we found what's her name? The grayscale. I just haven't been able
to do that whenever to anyone?
Well, I'm real tired after reading the book, so like I could do it once now, but yeah.
So you could probably do this with his missing students, right?
I could, but I need to know them. Have I met them? And I look at Wormspit.
Not as yet, but I can give you their file.
convenient.
A file. Okay, there we go. Let's do it. All right, get the file for Pen.
Only for people you know.
You can only, unless you have an art. Oh, their room. If we have an article of like their clothing or part of them or their hair, that makes it easier. They
Wemspit is
have
away.
hair.
Well, let me show you to the room. There are clear signs of a struggle.
Okay.
Just a tear.
Just one.
Caffeine crash is starting to happen right now.
Yep.
Yeah, it's starting to hit him real hard. He's upset and tired and just like...
Yeah, cranky Pen.
I had one job today.
Well about that.
And the DM knew this.
So... the Wormspit escorts you guys to the academy dorm rooms, and as you guys make your way through, there are a number of students kind of peeking out from their rooms because this is kind of a big deal. You guys are the Mercs team of the Avalon Knights Academy. Your exploits have gained a bit of weight around here, so a lot of people are just kind of glancing and looking at you and seeing what's up.
I don't
When
know
you
about
are-
the rest of you, but I am full in. I have a drink in hand when we go into this. I am not taking this shit seriously.
I was gonna say, Gilberta, as we're walking by some of the students that are like poking their heads out and looking, Gilberta will turn to some of the students, like one or two of the random students, and just like give them a little wink as she's walking by.
Oh my god, that's Gilberta.
I'm like sidled under Norbog.
She met Salune. I hear they made her a silver lady. There's only
Why
like 6 silver ladies in the whole world.
Why are you under me? What are you
I
doing?
don't want to be perceived right now.
doing? I pick him up and I put him on my shoulders. So
No, this
vaguely
is
annoyed
worse.
at everyone right now.
I feel
Oh,
like that's the opposite effect.
Pen looks tired.
Don't talk about me. It's like
Oh
Candle
my
Keep
god,
all
there's
over again.
Norbog. I hear Norbog exploded the head of a god on their last mission.
No, I didn't though. But I don't say anything.
But everyone thinks you did, so
I'm not gonna deny those rumors.
I hear that Lilith Singer can channel hellfire.
It's like
who's that other guy?
That's Cashano. He came back from the dead.
That's Lilith. I heard her dad invented toaster strudel.
Oh my god!
So, when you arrive at the room, the door has been broken off its hinges and is in pieces on the floor. The room is in total disarray. And things are scattered all over the place. There are some slash marks about the room. And the window is broken outward. And as you enter this place, Norbog, I would like you to make a perception check with your nose.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh no, what does this have to do with me? And it's because I smell good.
Yeah.
9. I don't smell that great. I'm a little worked up.
Had Norbog take a shower.
She smells good, but she doesn't smell well.
It's faint, but you'd know it anywhere.
Oh no.
If she's struggling, I would give her a bardic inspiration.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
All right.
sure. Go for it. What do I get? D-
I don't know.
D8 or D10?
I think it's D10.
Yeah, you're pretty high up there.
Whatever 9 plus 6 is. I can't do math.
15.
Hey,
Thank you.
that's 15. I went too high.
No, let's go back to 17.
Oh,
Never
yeah,
mind.
no, 17, that's fine,
Yeah,
yeah.
17. You got it
If-
right. You know
if-
I can do math now. Yeah.
I can't do
The
that.
15, you smell what smells like a dragon. And you also smell, unmistakably, the scent of Marcus Phoenix. And we're going to take a break right there.
You bitch.
Interesting. All right. We're going to take our break. We'll be back in 15 minutes.
All right.
I'm playing Ludima Razorclaw, an anthropheline wizard who plays a magical harp.
Okay, but that's an elf.
Hey kids, are you tired of those boring old standard miniatures?
Where's that voice coming from?
It's not important. You can't defeat epic foes with normal heroes. You need custom heroes. And you can get all the custom heroes you need any way you want them at Hero Forge.
You hear that too, right?
Yeah, what is that?
Shut up, it's not important. What is important is that with the launch of Hero Forge 2.0 update, you have more customization options than ever. And now you can get them printed in full color.
It's just like I designed it!
Just log into HeroForge.com anytime, any place, even on your phone. You can make your heroes whatever you want them to be. Dozens of fantasy species, thousands of items to mix and match. Let you create virtually any character you can imagine.
An elephant man!
Wow, look, frog folk!
I made a giggle dog!
They even have robots!
A bald eagle riding a wolf carrying flamethrowers! So much freedom!
You can have your minis printed in a wide variety of quality materials, or download the STL file and print them at home. Oh, and did we mention that you can create custom images for your heroes and digital tokens for online games?
Wow, those Hero Forge minis
look
sound
so cool.
great!
You bet they are. Get your Hero Forge miniatures today. After all, you're gonna need them for what comes next.
Wait, what is that supposed to mean?
Get your Hero Forge minis today.
Hi, I'm Jonathan, also known as the Mad Maker, and I'd like to congratulate you on the decision to purchase one of our mythic mugs from madmakerprints.com, also known as my Etsy store. You're very wise and attractive for making this decision, and since you have such impeccable style and discerning taste, I want to make sure you have all the information you need before placing your order. The first and most important thing to know is that our mythic mugs are not really mugs. They're can holders. They hold cans of cold beverages. Like any 3D printed product, the surface is too porous to properly sanitize for food safety. So don't drink directly from them, and don't put them in the dishwasher, because they are 3D printed from plastic, and they will warp or melt. If your mug gets dirty, you can wipe it off or rinse it down, as we finish all of our paint jobs with a clear coat to protect it from your little dribbles. If you decide to add more paint to it for a pop of color or contrast, we recommend you do the same. Our mugs are printed and painted to order. And though we print in high quality PLA Plus with high detail settings, you're still going to get little imperfections like blobs or pits, but you're mostly only going to notice those from up real close. Now, if you're a real stickler for perfection, or if you just like tinkering with arts and crafts, you can order unpainted versions. This is our bone white. We can also print them in plain black. Some of the mugs have a premium paint job option available. If that's the case, what you see in the first image on the product page is the example of what that premium paint job looks like. Everything you see in those pictures and everything you see here is an example of what you can expect when you order one of our mythic mugs. We haven't done any extra smoothing or finishing on any of these, and we use the same high quality paints we're gonna use if you order a painted mug. And just like everything in our shop, if you are for any reason unhappy with the product you receive, get in touch with us immediately and we'll do everything we can to make it right. Be sure to read the description of the specific designs you're looking at, as a few of them can only fit certain can sizes. For example, the standard barrels only fit 12-ounce cans, along with the halfling jug and the boulder buddies. The barrels also come sized for pints, and if you want any of our mugs sized up to hold really big cans, get in touch. We'll see what we can do. Most of our mugs, however, are sized to fit a 16.9 ounce can. Since 12-ounce cans are the most common here in North America, we do include one of our mythic inserts with each of these for free that adapts it to a 12-ounce can, so you can start drinking your favorite beverage of choice right away. If you normally drink other size cans, check out the listing for mythic inserts on our shop page. There should be a link directly to that listing in the description of all the mugs that can use them. Almost all of our mugs by default come with a lid. That lid is held on with threads. That means that the inside of the mug is threaded. But you know, once the can's in there, you don't really see those threads anyways. The reason they all have lids is because these designs are very popular with tabletop gamers. And being able to close it up means that you can use it to store your dice, or even your minis. If for some reason you're vehemently opposed to having those threads in your mug, shoot us a message. We'll be happy to print you one without threads. Also, some of the designs, like the Necromancer, are asymmetrical. By default, we're going to print those off so that when you hold it in your right hand, the main design faces outwards. If you'd instead like a left-handed version, those particular models will have a personalization section on the order page. That's where you're going to indicate that you'd like a lefty instead. Be sure to follow the store or follow me over on Twitter so you can see when new designs are released, and check out the shop right now. We offer a variety of tabletop accessories like this cool dice tower, as well as 3D printing services for your tabletop minis and terrain, whether you got those from a website like Hero Forge or from a Kickstarter. Also Name Dice, they're cool, check them out. Remember, when you show up to your next game night as the classiest hero at the table, the quickest way for your friends to get to my shop is to go straight to madmakerprints.com. May your drinks always stay cold, and may the gods bless your rolls. You know what? There's probably a platform out there where we could pretty simply... There's got to be something open source for creating fighting games, right? We can make a Mercs of Mischief fighting game.
Look, we got to come up with special moves. You can't just say it's a fighting game.
Well, all the special moves are built in. We just have to rip off all of WotC's IP.
I picture that Grubhub in the Forgotten Realms is delivered by a literal grub. And when you close the door, it hops up on two legs and dashes away.
Hooves Hub.
I don't
know what's better, the name or the silence that came immediately afterwards.
I was thinking
come up to your window?
eat. Can you imagine an army delivering one like taco to your door?
I think that the Academy should corner the gig economy here.
I think it's Dimension
Let's do it.
DoorDash.
Dimension DoorDash?
Brandon, we can't hear you.
I think he said, "God damn it."
That seems like a very Braden.
Now he's flailing about, even though we still can't hear
He's
him.
entering problem-solving mode.
He's cussing out something. Like, man, that was so easy.
I like when you like steal like a shitty truck from like some farm people. Fucking
Vince.
every cop in the county comes after you guys.
it's a good
But you
Vincent,
like
Vincent.
break out of a hospital. It's just like, well, I went over the bridge. They're gone now.
Like, seriously, Uzoff, you should be ashamed of yourself. This is like the fucking easiest shit. You have been programming Monopoly games since 1992. Alright? This isn't difficult. How did you fucking whiff this so bad? Like, this is fucking inexcusable. In fucking 2010.
Still frozen on my side. I'm playing with a bunch of fucking ghosts, and nobody can complete this auction. I'm looking at a fucking empty auction screen. And this is all fucking Ubisoft's fault. You fucking shit the bed so bad on a game that was mastered before the fucking Great Depression. Holy shit!
Ow, I can't breathe.
Scratched the code. It ain't over yet. I've played my Silver Flame Ritual card, which places a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control. And if I play it with the Adamant cost, if at least 3 white mana was used to cast the spell, all of the creatures gain Vigilance as well, giving my token knight +1/+1 in Vigilance, along with both of my Basari lieutenants and my youthful knight. I'm doing the Yu-Gi-Oh thing. I place into play my Silverwing Squadron, a flying human knight. It has Vigilance, so it does not need to tap to attack. When the Silverwing Squadron's power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures I control, Silverwing Squadron, whenever it attacks, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with Vigilance, equal to the number of opponents I have. And that's you, Kaiba!
Party pillows don't have to be weird.
They don't.
I know. They can be very weird. That's why I said they don't have to be.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're using a skeleton as a pillow, Skylar, what are you doing?
It's a pill. It's a what?
It's a
why
pile
you
of bones. It's not a pillow.
It's a friend.
It is calcium at best.
Ambush! Push!
No, please.
Ambush! Push!
Hey,
What are you doing?
You stop.
Why don't we're close?
hello. Who would like really hard mozzarella stick? I found them on the table.
That's wooden plank, you idiot.
This mozzarella stick is good for you.
Oh, I touch. Let me touch your face.
Caress me, sir.
I'm trying to, but your face is too far.
I spilled bodies everywhere. But I do know the solution. There's a business called Penn's Catering. Feeding hellspawn and getting bodies gone. Feeling swole.
Okay, I killed their healer. Good puppy. Good puppy. Oh, you need to ride this out to its final tragedy. Like
Guys,
the rest of us.
I've been talking to this dog for a while, and he's got some good ideas.
I have a technical
'cause-
question. How short is that T-shirt?
It's a crop top.
You.
It's a crop top. I'm not. It's not lewd. I'm sorry, my midriff is there. Don't shame me.
Are you a fucking roller derby chick in 1960s California? Why do you have a crop top?
Or alternatively, are you a volleyball dude in 1980s California?
Look out, beware, roll the dice if you dare. Let's go and fight, protect, persuade, deceive. Let your party run free. You can't take back your choice in the ending. So come on and work together. Family of strangers, help to get advantage. The charm of this is your time. It's your story to tell. Enter the world of mercenary. Mischief, mischief, mischief.
Abe had swords, he saved them for a rainy day or a zombie horde. Candace grabbed her reins and made for her horse, wondering if it could get worse. Abe stepped on his blood-strewn lawn, whipping off heads of zombies all around. A sandy bay gelding through the neighborhood reared. It was Candace, like a shining cavalier. Candace broke through the wall of undead, knocking over zombies black and red. Plowed through them all and she reached Abe's side, held out her hand and said, "Let's ride." Candace and Dave were fighting zombies on a jet black hill at the end of days. Shut up in their wedding, now they're kind of dreading the zombie apocalypse on their wedding day. Candace and Dave were fighting zombies on a jet black hill at the end of days. Shut up in their wedding, now they're kind of dreading the zombie apocalypse on their wedding day. They rode and they rode side like Jack and Jill. Back to back with their weapons they stood, bride and groom, top a wedding cake of blood. Abe told jokes while they fought the horde. Bazaar, he said, as he killed 2 more. Candace drew forth blades and knives, made a wish while they fought for their lives. The sun then seared through the darkened clouds. A roar was heard above the crowd. A white tiger stood at the base of the hill. Friend of yours? Abe asked his girl. Candace and Dave were fighting zombies on a jet black hill at the end of days. Should have been their wedding now, they're kind of dreading the zombie apocalypse on their wedding day. Her lifelong wish had just come true.
All right, hope you all got a nice short rest in before we hop back into the action. Let's take a moment to meet our players. Puck, who do we got?
Oh, let me tell you. I like to take this moment in the middle of the show to talk about how I'm a very lucky dungeon master, because I get to play with all these cool people here, and I'd like them to take a moment to tell you about the cool things they got going on. And we're actually going to start with Cashano today, because I ended with him on the intro.
Oh, hello. My name is Jonathan, also known as the Mad Maker. I'm the producer around here. I push the buttons to make the screen move around in interesting ways. I also do other stuff, though. If you check out my link tree, which if we'll throw the command in there in a second. You can go to things like my TikTok, which has a pretty solid following. You can also see a product I'm working on launching. This little gentleman, this one was a misprint, but this is the design. What he does is he holds your paint pot, and he can also hold a brush, which I don't have one on hand, but he can hold a brush like that, So it keeps you from spilling your paints, and people really liked it over on TikTok. So I'm going to launch this as a product, but what I'm trying to figure out, you have to let me know in the chat. Do I do a Kickstarter and try to pre-sell? Because if I can pre-sell 100 of them, then I can get a bigger 3D printer, which is just like awesome. Or do I just put it up on my Etsy store? I don't know. But check it out. Let me know. Also, be sure to check out my other stuff in my link tree there. And shout out to Hero Forge for the sponsorship. Do love working with them.
We haven't had a better friend, with the exception of perhaps Joe Cat, since we started doing it.
It's been awesome. Yeah, for those of you who are still here from the raid, once, thank you for hanging out. And two, if you want to see Joe Cat play, there's several games, including a full 6-session campaign. Was it 5 or was it 6?
We did 6 on that one.
Yeah, a full 6-session campaign where he plays a student with Professor Norbog helping him out with the other students. There's a couple of guest episodes he's been on. There's the evil campaign where he plays a really eager minion who is a parrot Kenku. It's fantastic. Be sure to check it out.
Flopper was delightful. Also, it was Professor Lilith.
Oh, right. He was with Professor Lilith. That's where we did another run. That included.
Yes, we did. That was Professor Norbog. We might be referencing it on this very show.
That one also had great guest stars like Jade Valkyrie and Angelo, a audience favorite from season 2, as well as who was our fourth in that? It was Lee Royal.
Uzu.
Fucking Lee Royal and Uzu. Yeah, great people, great cast. Be sure to check those out. That's a class trip series over on the YouTube.
Yeah, give it a look. Check
And
out all our
Mandari.
YouTube stuff. And Mandari.
I get the seasons.
Also, friend of the show, Mandari.
Yeah. Want to see a defunct
thank you so much,
podcast.
and
that's my link tree.
Everyone check out their funky podcast. No.
I said defunct. But,
Yeah, I know. I was doing a bit.
It's also funky.
Anyways, Pen, tell us about yourself.
Is me, Pen. I mean, I'm Noctum Sky. I'm both. Whatever, If you want to find me, I'm Noctum Sky over on YouTube. I've been playing spooky games for October. We're kicking it off with Little Misfortune, which I'm sure a lot of you have probably already seen, but that is the weirdest game I've ever seen. Weird. So,
the only thing I know about this game is hamster titties.
Yep, that, if you want to see it, well, you won't see it, but it's blurred. So, that'll be coming out either tonight after the show or tomorrow. So keep an eye out if you want to not see that. But yeah, keep an eye out over there. Subscribe to me there. I'm thinking about playing Shadow of Mordor actually as a stream game because I can't wait to talk about Tolkien's universe and know that Arcady Cosplays is going to be like head in hand. No, this is not the way. But
only we can do it together.
Ooh, all right.
Collaboration?
Okay. I love collaboration. So yeah, check me out. Spooky Stuff. That's me. Noctum Sky YouTube.
Thank you.
Wait, I'm going to hijack it for a second
Look
because I have the
forward to
buttons and I forgot something. These mugs that you see some of us drinking out of, these are available in my Etsy store. I'm launching, this one will be available this week, and for those of you who've been asking for some way to use it to drink directly out of, the liners are now available in the store too. Because most of them just hold cans. Okay, moving on.
Next up, Norbog, tell us about what you do.
Thank you for Jonathan to graciously let me speak after this. Hi, I'm Arcady. I do things over on my Twitter, which is Arcady Cosplay. Because I am a cosplayer, I build things and I wear them. And also this week, on Friday, I am playing in a one-shot over on the channel Play Cancer Away. I will drop their link. It is a one-shot supporting Stand Up to Cancer, so it's a charity one stream, and I am playing the system Flying Circus with the creator Erica. Flying Circus it's like World War I meets Miyazaki. You fly in biplanes, so I get to be a cat girl flying ace, which is really all I want to be in life always. So I'm very excited. This Friday, it's 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time.
It's amazing.
I'm very excited to be like, oh, annoying cat girl in a plane.
I saw a similar game at a gaming convention once where it was but it was all like, it was Russian female biplane pilots from like World War I, and that was the whole premise of the game.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
It's mechanically extensive. Erica, who's also Open Sketchbook over on Twitter, is a genius at World War I historical planes.
Nice.
So I'm very excited to play historical fantasy, as a cat girl.
Fancy. Love it. All right. Next up, we got Jabetta. Jabetta, what do you got going on?
Oh, wait, while she's chewing and swallowing, there's another design available already. It's up in the store right now. It's the Druid design. It has a bird skull and
look at my cattle corn.
Okay.
Anyway, hey, what's up? I'm Sarah. I'm also Nerd Narrative. You can find me over on the YouTubes. I got videos. I play puzzle games because I like fucking puzzles. Man, I love puzzles. Holy shit. And the Wednesday, the first episode of a game called Corinne Crosses Dead and Breakfast is coming out for the spooky time. And that's a fun little game that totally nothing weird at all is going on in that town. So go ahead and check that. I don't want to spoil too much because Penn hasn't played it yet. Loser. So go check that out. And that's great. And you're awesome.
We're all so mean this week.
Yeah, where's that Bug Snacks playthrough, Nerd?
Shut up. I haven't finished it yet.
Hey, where's that Superliminal mashup, Pen?
Oh shit, my cat's getting it. I gotta go.
And with that, Lilith, tell us what you got going on.
All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Lilith, also known as Dipper Dog 15 on my YouTube channel, where you can check me out as I do mainly live streams or uploads, Final Fantasy lore facts, and just a variety of RPG games. The latest RPG games that I am playing right now is a mixture between Deltarune and recently released-ish Trial is Final Fantasy Origins. Sorry. And right now I'm just about ending it. Just before the stream, I was just fighting the boss. Couldn't end it there. So if you want to catch that stream later tonight after the show, hop on over, just send me some heart emojis, power of friendship, so I can continue and try to finish the boss and I can, make sure I end it in peace before I think it's supposed to trial ends tonight. Other than that, if any one of you are Final Fantasy 14 fans or JoCat fans, JoCat has been nice to invite me in for a glamour contest for Final Fantasy 14 to be a judge. So if any of you guys want to join in on that, I guess you'll not hit me up. You'll see me hanging around with around JoCat's channel on this coming Friday on October 8th. And we're right now trying to figure out whether it's going to be afternoon or evening time for this glamour contest. So if you want to be a part of that or make sure you don't miss it, I guess just, either follow me or follow JoCat for any updated news. There you go.
What is a glamour contest and how do people enter?
Okay, I don't really know. We're still trying to work around that. And I'm pretty sure JoCat has all the information. I just got invited to go and be a judge. But yeah,
I imagine it has something to do with looking good on Final Fantasy 14.
I'm more intrigued than
what
ever.
happens,
I'm gonna go look at JoCat's Twitter feed.
What it is that you basically get a series of outfits to wear, and then with this item called glamour, you can kind of pick and choose what outfits you want. So let's say you want to pull a prank on someone and just be this high level tank, but you wear your level 1 uniform. You glamored it, things like that. And then people use it in a creative way to make cosplay, to make characters you would see in other shows, like an anime, One Piece, Naruto, or something like that. Things like that. So people get really inventive with the program in Final Fantasy 14, which I really recommend playing or trying at least once. That game is a lot of fun and there's a lot of nice people in it. Okay. Hi.
You made
it. Yeah.
Sounds good. I can't wait to see all of it. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your various passions and works with me. And I encourage everybody to check those things out. So, when last we left our heroes, they were investigating a missing student, which is a serious thing that they all care about. And Norbog has used her educated sniffer to discern the scent of both Marcus Phoenix and a dragon in this room. The room itself is damaged and roughed up with a number of different slash marks all over the place. And the door is destroyed and the window is broken outward.
I asked whoever would be best to get this information from. Who was this student? What can you tell us about them?
Her name was Rumula.
Rumula.
She was a half-dragon.
Okay.
Is that, and I'm spelling a dragon, not half-dragon or dragonborn, or can I differentiate?
The scent is... You're not certain if it would be a whole dragon. It reminds you of Vakala Enna's scent.
Yeah. Because that was giving me my next train of thought, that we know a dragonborn around. Well, I can make you guys probably care, because Marcus Phoenix was in this room. And I'm going to sniff to see if I can sense where he was in this room. So can I do another perception check for that?
I immediately shut the door.
That's a good call.
I got an 11.
Did that get your attention?
He was all over this place.
Great. What about the window? Can I tell if he went out the window or?
It appears so.
Grimspit, give me the file.
Grimspit hands you the information over.
What else do we know about this student? Their background? Are they someone who could have had a lot of personal enemies?
Rumula, mother and father unknown. Orphan raised in Baldur's Gate. Apprenticed for a local bookkeeper and managed to raise enough money to come to the academy to go to school.
Age?
Alright, well this is bullshit. Yeah, hold it.
Yeah, How old is she?
They are, and there's a question mark next to it. According to their estimation, they are 46 years old. Young for a half dragon.
How much is our standard tuition for those that are paying their own way?
For the wizardry course which she was enrolled in, it is quite substantial in order to cover the necessary costs for components and spell books.
Yeah.
She paid 600 gold pieces to enter this course.
She didn't do this as an apprentice to a bookkeeper. She didn't save 600 gold pieces as a bookkeeper's assistant. At least not a clean bookkeeper. We don't know exactly where Marcus went, but we do know he's paying off debts. And the kind of debts a man... Yeah.
I saw him when I took the students out. The semester with the druids.
Where?
Little annoying magical girl. What is that keep's name? Fuck, help me out here.
Annoying magical girl? Like, how so? Annoying how so?
It was in the Mire of Dead Men.
She reminded me of someone a bit. It's sorry, the Mire of
Dead Men.
In the Mire of Dead Men, he killed the leader of a band of hobgoblins there. I was trying to convince him to come back. My father knew him, but
The
Marcus
place was
killed him
known as
first.
Castle Naertar.
I think the Enna used to have a station there too, but clearly not anymore, and the hobgoblins had taken over. But Marcus had stabbed him before I could get to him, fled the building.
So, Penn, you've done an investigation check?
I'm looking for... I don't know if half dragons, like, I don't know how that works, but surely there's something the equivalent of, like, hair or a scale or something digging around in this room that they would have left behind.
Yeah.
There are scales of gleaming silver.
Okay.
You find 2 or 3 scattered about the room.
So I picked those up. And yeah, if I have a possession of theirs or a body part, it drastically keeps the it drastically makes it more likely that I'll be able to successfully scry them.
Wormspick, do we have the room, please?
Of course. And he leaves the room and bars up whatever makeshift, because as I described, the door was broken in.
Oh, yeah.
Puts up some kind of area to block things off for you guys.
We actually...
and you also notice... Oh.
I'll, just looking at Penn, I'll just...
Awakened mind is opened.
Penn, this room with your investigation check, this is messy, sloppy. Like, there was a fight in here, and somebody missed with a blade several times to the point that they scarred up the room with it.
Doesn't sound like Marcus Phoenix.
What?
I'll point it out.
Fuck.
It also doesn't sound like him to break through a window to get in a place.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't
There's
seem
no
like
glass
something-
inside that's hard to get out.
So
Look.
what if... I don't know. What if he was looking for something?
If a man like Marcus Phoenix had powerful people he owed debts to, he wouldn't pay them in things. This is how they would be paid. This is what he's doing. And I feel like he's smart enough to weasel his way out of having to attack here. If he didn't want to. And he's definitely better at what he does. Fuck, he has dual degrees in murderology and murderonomy. There's no way he would leave this much evidence unless he intended to.
He was
This is a
trying
cry
to tell
for
us
help.
something.
Unless he snuck in after the problem.
He didn't
Maybe
sneak.
this-
I gestured towards the door.
I'm saying there might be another
I think
person
she's-
involved
Yeah,
at
they said
all.
that this happened and then
Oh.
Marcus Phoenix came.
Maybe someone kidnapped the student and then Marcus maybe have a relation to this student.
I didn't
maybe-
smell anyone else besides the student and Marcus. I mean, I could be wrong, but
Can be masked by magic.
true.
I rolled 13, but as we were talking about it, I went behind Cashano and just lifted up his cloak and started looking at it. And I'm looking actually for like a hair that isn't his.
What are you doing?
This
I didn't
cloak didn't
do it.
No, but the cloak didn't belong to you.
Okay.
Do I find one?
What are
Do I
you? What are you
pull it?
getting at?
With a 13 looking for a hair and a cloak, no.
Marcus Phoenix owned this cloak. There might be one of his hairs in it. Some article of him.
I assure you, I cleaned it thoroughly
Wouldn't
before making use of it.
would the cloak itself suffice since it was
Yeah.
originally tied to Marcus Phoenix?
Is this-
But it's attuned to Cashano now.
His
Ownership
possession
has
now.
probably shifted.
Magic. But there's probably other things that... I mean, Marcus probably had a room here.
Yeah. Did you leave anything?
I'll have to go and find out. Ask Cookie. Or Wimspit.
Or we could track the one who's probably easier to find information on. The Dragonborn girl has a family. We could go talk to them. It might be easier to find who took her or would have wanted her if we talk to them rather than trying to chase down a ghost.
Set a Boulder Gate. Find out who this lady is.
Yeah, see if her family's in trouble with anyone.
Or we can scry, find out where she is, and go
Yeah.
find her directly.
Yeah.
And this scrying ability you've learned. Exactly does it entail?
And I do it, and depending on if the person wants it to happen or has any protections against it, can affect it. But depending on how well I know the person, and if I have either a part of them or a possession of them, combined with how well I know them, determines the likelihood that I'll succeed in being able to essentially create. It's as though I were standing near them. We can look through a mirror and hear everything that's happening to them, see them. We cannot communicate with them, but I also know sending. So with a short, time to do it, I can then... I essentially can talk and communicate to anyone who isn't directly trying to stop me from looking and communicating with them.
Did this happen today?
I learned it.
No, not your spell. This mess.
The attack. Or the abduction or whatever.
Do you just need some hair?
Wormspit left the room, so we can't answer you.
I'm gonna go talk to Wimspit then and get the answer.
Well,
Yes, I just need some hair.
Huh.
I don't even need that if I know them.
But if it was someone you didn't know?
If I have secondhand knowledge of them, it's a lot less likely that I'll be able to. Essentially, someone will know that I'm trying to do it, in theory.
Okay.
And
Will they know it's
will-
you?
I don't know.
Um,
I haven't looked that deeply.
Because if
into
Marcus
it.
Phoenix was trying to send us a message and knew it was you, he might let it happen. But if he gets...
I don't think he wants to be found. We've already tried tracking him several times. He's disappeared in front of several of us by now, and I would put money on him having anti-scrying protections.
But maybe
I don't think Marcus is the one we should be chasing down.
maybe he wants. Anyways,
I mean, if he's so
look,
good
we
at
have
his job,
we have an
you
important
wouldn't be able to
question to
sniff
ask
him.
ourselves here: is
Oh yeah, I'm out.
do we want to get involved?
She's our student. We have to get involved.
I, at the very least, have to get involved.
Is this all in here still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you're within range,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then yeah. Cashano is all you hear from Lilith's end.
people understand it's dangerous when they come here.
Why Marcus?
But they also come here understanding that we don't give up on people and that we protect our people. So if we don't hold up that, then what value, what good are we? What is our worth, really?
Yeah. How many people have been missing longer that we've already given up on, though?
Found Tommy.
No, yeah, that's all right.
We brought
yeah.
Cookie back.
No, do what we
brought
have
you
to.
back.
Do what we have to do.
Where Lilith left, didn't she?
Yeah, but you said this thing was still on,
Yeah,
right?
she's still an awakened mind.
Would Pen would having, like, if she had a friend or something, would having a friend talk to you about her help, or?
To the best of my understanding, and I open my tome and I look at it, it's just based on the caster's connection to the person. It is a combination of your knowledge of them and your bond with them, combined with if you have a physical piece of either them or something they were connected to.
So would a picture or a sketch or something wouldn't help?
Maybe. I just kind of throw my hands up.
I imagine you can only do this once per day.
I can do it a couple of times per day. The more
Well, look,
I get a chance to rest, the more I can do it.
You found a couple scales there, yeah?
Yes.
See what you can do. Here's the file. Not everything we know about her.
And I pause for a second.
It has an image of a young female silver dragonborn.
Let me know
On
what
the
you
file.
figure out. And I'm just gonna wander there.
All
Cashano
right.
left. Lilith left.
Yeah. I want to go talk to Wormspit, but I also want to talk to some students too, like a detective. Like, what did you see at what time? When was the last time you saw this person? X, Y, and Z.
Absolutely.
You got a warrant?
That's
I gotta move this
That's
box
such a-
from this truck to this.
That's such a good idea.
I play games.
All right.
I'll stay with Pen.
Okay.
Oh my god, Lilith's on the investigation.
Yeah,
She's
I kind of want to go investigate. I kind of want to talk to Michaela Anna because he's the only other Dragonborn that. we know
Great.
of.
I can at least boost one of us.
Yeah.
With Bardic Inspiration
Great.
because I don't have great.
Oh. Interesting
What?
point brought up in the chat. Andy has very intimate knowledge of Marcus Phoenix because he kind of drank up some of his, energy out of him one time.
Oh yeah, that is true.
So we need to interrogate Handy.
We should interrogate Handy.
Right.
I don't trust that little fucker.
Oh my lord.
All right. So, Lilith, as you go out to investigate and you go talk to Wormspit, when you ask him when this happened, he says, we're uncertain as the exact time. We assume that the attack occurred while the keep was under siege. It was at that time that most of the guards were diverted and all of the students were locked up in the dorms.
Oh, that time I was yelling that I was a god. Good times.
Yes.
That was a while ago. Who was the last person that's seen this girl?
that would be the other girls in this section of the dorm.
We can skip through it. I don't know if it's relevant or not, but if they have any kind of helpful
I just want to
information.
interject to say we do not have gender segregated dorms at the academy.
We do, but it's an opt-in thing. You can have the cohabitation dorms, or you could have the gender segregated.
All right,
dorms.
that's fair.
This is a chosen gender segregated
All
dorm
right,
area.
all right.
It's good to have options. It's important in your modern school system. So, if you're asking around, Wormspit can point you to the neighbors on either side. He points you to the one side. There is a halfling girl by the name of Lillian Filgree.
Names already. Oh, okay. So this is a thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Lillian Filgree has the dorm to the one side.
Yeah.
And Shayna Stoutbrow is a dwarf who lives on the other side.
Why pick one?
Put them both in the same room.
I'm the fucking the lady of the keep. Do what I say.
Okay, so you guys want to get them in the same room and interrogate them?
Huh?
Is that what you're going for? You need to tell me what you want, or nothing will happen.
Thaumaturgy. Who were the last people who have seen this silver dragon? Come here now.
Miss Filgree and Miss Stoutbrow come out. Miss Filgree is kind of a sprightly little halfling girl. She's got dark hair, kind of done up in spikes, and she is wearing some tight-fitting pants with various rips in them, and she's got kind of a loose-fitting black shirt.
I want to insight both of them and see if anyone looks a little like nervous.
And they both look just kind of. Miss Filgree looks kind of bored with everything, and Miss Stoutbrow is very proper and very stern. She stands very upright, and she has her nicely prepared, optional Avalon Knights Academy school uniform, nicely pressed and fully presentable when she comes out.
Attentive. Okay. Where shall I begin? And I'm assuming we're in the middle of the hallway.
Yeah. Unless you wanted to take them somewhere else.
Yeah, I'll take them back to my group, to my team. Just be like, follow me.
As you wish. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, so I enter back in the door and be like, all right, bitches, we've got people to talk to that know of this dragon girl.
We're in the middle of a thing. Go. We're doing a thing here.
I'm doing a thing. Does no one want to be a part of my thing?
Norbog. I thought Norbog went with you.
I'll be a part of your thing because they're doing magic stuff and like I'm useless on
I
that
like to
one.
imagine that Norbog lost me a little bit and then like back.
It's just like Norbog's been behind you the whole time, and you've just
Yeah,
been
You
doing
just didn't
shit.
know.
And I'm a little stunned that you referred to us all as bitches. Like, come on, Lilith, come on. We can go do this in another room.
I am not there.
Fine. All right. And I look at the girl that looks all proper and be like, let's do your room.
Of course, ma'am.
And I guess me and Norbog go.
Girl detectives, Lilith and Norbog.
Girl cop. Are we a good cop, bad cop?
We do know who the good cop and who the bad cop is. Although, actually, I think we both have the potential to be bad cop.
We can definitely both intimidate very well.
Yes.
So, once you go into Miss Stoutbrow's room, her room is spotless. Nicely cleaned. Bed is made. You could bounce a coin off of it. In the corner of her room is a set of plate armor, emblazoned with a insignia of a dwarven house. This particular insignia is a picture of an axe carving through a stalagmite.
What do I smell with a 6? I'm doing
Armor
real
polish.
bad on the smelling today.
It just
Sometimes,
ain't your
look,
day to
sometimes it's
smell.
on, sometimes it's off.
Norbog's got a bit of a cold today.
Yeah, well, stuffed up. It's allergies. It's
It's
fall.
allergy season.
Is the distinct smell of a particular candle by an elf influencer named Gwendolyn Eltra.
Hate that. Hate that.
You smell a lot of armor polish, and like cleaning supplies, and Miss Stubro stands like basically at attention in the room. Says, I trust you'll find everything perfectly organized, ma'am.
Insight. All right, let's see if I follow that whole little roll train. Let's do this.
It's not bad.
15.
This girl
is
is
the better
tense.
Lilith.
This girl is tense, but you don't get the feeling that she's being dishonest.
Yeah, you did just yell at her to, like, come hang out. Also, she probably has anxiety.
Now you're presuming things. Okay. Does insight... Oh, it's investigation for the room. My bad.
You could probably roll investigation, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just only +1. It's okay.
So how well did you know,
13.
Forgot her name already.
Rumula.
Ramula?
Rumula.
Rumula.
RUEMULA.
Mula.
She kept mostly to herself. She had a thing for writing in books, and those things aren't as popular where I come from.
Did you have any classes together?
Not so many classes together, but I'd see her at the end of the night. She was mostly interested in the wizardry courses. Myself, I've taken up with the paladin course, ma'am.
What about you? Turn to the little goth girl.
She just like rolls her eyes. She's
Hey!
like,
Don't roll your eyes. This is serious.
I'm sorry. Like, I see her a lot. She was part of the poetry group that meets in the library, and I'd see her there sometimes. She had pretty good stuff. It's a little cheery for me, but it was nice. Again, she didn't have a whole lot of friends. I guess people were kind of weirded out by the whole dragon thing.
Do we not have a lot of dragon students here? DM? I'm asking.
Not a lot of half dragons. Half dragons are very rare.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
They're you might go your entire lifetime and meet one if you're
Yeah,
lucky.
that's why I kind of want to go poke Vakella in case
he might be related to the problem.
She didn't talk about a lot of things. She was just really interested in like learning and stuff. But
When was the last
she was-
time either of you saw her then? Because that's the more important thing at the moment.
Oh, I remember. See, when the alarm came up, when everybody was like attacking the academy, we were all at the poetry club. And Rue was real worried. I told her, it's nothing to worry about. I mean, it's an adventuring academy. This place gets tacked like every other weekend. But she was really scared, I remember. Everybody tried to calm her down. And then we all went to our rooms. We didn't even notice she was gone until after the attack was over and they started investigating.
And you said she has no friends here?
Well, I'm sure she talked to other people at Poetry Club. I mean, I saw her talking to them sometimes, but people were always a little bit wary.
I look at Norbog.
Poetry Club.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know either. Maybe we should go and check that one next.
Yeah,
Oh, there's tons of after-school activities. This is like a really good school.
Of course, it's a great school. I mean,
Yeah.
look who's running it.
Does the Poetry Club have a teacher sponsor? Are we that kind of school? Where you have to have a sponsor for your clubs?
There's not a teacher sponsor, but like there's a metal guy that runs it.
Who?
Like a
I don't-
metal guy?
know
I didn't get his name. But like his poetry is it's really avant-garde stuff. Like
MT1. Right, we should go talk to MT1 then.
Possibly Kat, since she was in the Widgery.
Stray cats and starting a poetry club. I fucking love it. My favorite robot ever.
All right, so we can dive for more information by talking to the metal guy, MT1, and possibly Kat. And my gosh, we have a lot of people that we can talk to.
Yeah, the students seem not super helpful.
And who knows, maybe your sniffer will work someplace else.
Hear anything during the attack though? Like clearly there was noise in the distance, but this was a little closer. A shattering window? That's shattering window. That's
loud.
Significant.
no,
Right,
I didn't hear anything. I was practicing my drums.
Who lives right next to Ramula?
He's like a really uppity elf.
I don't care. Just tell me the name. Who?
Bergwin.
You made that one up. I can see.
I appreciate that not only Lilith is doing detective work, but Melissa is doing detective work on Sean.
On Sean.
I'm sorry. I get into this things. I like investigations.
And Miss Stoutbrow kind of raises a hand and says, "Ma'am, I did see something.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Go.
I remember that night when the alarm went out, I was heading to my room, and Rue was having difficulty getting through her door. She was very nervous, I could tell, and I asked if she would be okay. I offered her to stay in my room as long as she took off her shoes and didn't touch anything. And I'm very particular about the way that I keep my room. She refused, but I was listening out for her. It is strange that I did not hear the glass break. But I did think that I heard a sound at the night.
What do you mean? What do you mean she had difficulty getting into her room? Just that she didn't want to go to her room, or she physically could not get into her room?
She was fumbling with her keys. I think she was just nervous.
Nervous.
But there was a yelp in the middle of the night. I listened afterwards, but nothing came afterwards. I assumed it was just one of the students having a nightmare. It was a scary night after all. I would have gladly lended me axe to it, but I was told we were to stay here.
Yeah, you're too young for that yet.
Someone knew. It's not a coincidence that they came and took this girl while we were under attack.
Well, I mean, the armies did march across the land. They would have had plenty of time to swoop in, especially if it was who we think it was. They're faster than an entire army. could have taken advantage of it rather than being forewarned of it.
Do you ladies have anything else to share?
Shake their heads.
Do you know where Bergen, the uppity elf, is?
He's probably practicing in the training hall.
What classes? What's his disciplines?
Oh, he's a wizard.
Okay, so you might know her a bit better. All right, elf student or MT1? I say to Lilith.
I want to go see if her book's around that they mentioned her writing in a bunch.
That's true too. Yeah, we can go next door and check in with Gilbetta and Penn and see what they figured.
What they figured, report, and I'm going to try to look for that book.
Where'd Cashano run off to?
He's at the bar in the crab shack.
He's having a drink, thinking about somebody.
Having a drink and think.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Do you have anything to do with that, or are you just gonna have a drink and think?
It's rough because the things he wants to address have gone unaddressed for a very long time. A few more days aren't going to make that much of a difference. But there's that small chance that it might be related. Unlikely. And this is just the conversations he's having with himself in his head as he sits there kind of drinking a drink and just sort of fiddling with one of the sides of his coat.
All right.
Just sort of taking a back seat on this for a moment.
Very well. So back in the room, Penn has prepared the scrying spell. As Lilith and Norbog come in.
They would not have been back yet for what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
I would have done this while they were talking. They leave and the door shuts, and I'm holding the mirror, and I look at Gilbetta, and I'm like, I can only do this once, right? Like, I helped Cashano earlier today, and like you can tell he's starting to crash a little bit from the coffee. And he's holding the edges of the mirror really tight, and he's like, I can only do this like one time before I go sleep again.
Mm-hmm.
I just need a second, and I sit the mirror down on the bed, and I'm looking around. And is there like a corner of the room, like in the wall or something that like it hasn't specifically been like marked up from all of these events, just like a plain corner or something in the wall?
Yeah, there are some areas that are somewhat clean.
And yeah, I'll turn back at Gilbetta, and I'm like, I can fix things, right? And you trust me. You trust me, right?
Yes. We need to do this now.
I know. So I need 5 seconds. And I turn around and I Eldritch Blast the wall, like, at least 5. Like, it's like Eldritch Blast, and just, like, until he's sweating and, like, starting to cry a little bit, and there's a hole smoking in the wall, and he just kind of stops, and it just kind of falls on his knees for a second. I think I'm done.
Gilbetta's just been patiently waiting.
And while he's still down there, he'll just say, I know what we have to do. I know. There is no choice. But man, fuck this place. And I stand back up.
And before he stands back up, Gilbetta puts a hand on his shoulder and she says, I just need you to trust me.
And I'll like with her hand there, I'll put mine like on hers, like for I don't know, trying to draw some kind of strength out of it. I just you know how much I love it here. You know how much I love having a family. I love all of you. I love all of them. And I gesture vaguely at the room. But fuck, man. This is a lot. And it never ends.
I know.
But and again, I kind of squeeze her hand. And then I stand up. And I walk over to the mirror and scoop up the 2 silver scales and hold them in my hand as I cast scrying into this mirror, holding it up so that she and I can both see in it and say the name of this student.
And the image in the mirror shifts and changes. And reveals a sprawling city in the desert. It is a coast city with many different ships coming and going from its port.
Is it familiar?
A coastal desert?
Yep.
Okay.
I just hear Cashano like a beach.
Kind of a place that should not be. I'm not there, though.
So-
I'm drinking alone.
Oh.
We see this girl, though.
You do not see the girl specifically, you just see this place.
Gilbetta is looking for markers, identifiers, anything to give her some sort of hint about exactly where this is.
The flags are stripes of blue and white on a field of gold. On the
Gilbetta's like
ships.
sketching it down.
If anybody'd like to do a history check, you might know where this place is.
That's a 10.
Nope.
That's a 10.
Also, nope.
Through our powers combined! Wait, no.
And by this point, Norbog and Lilith make their way back into the room.
I feel like as soon as they walk in the room while the spell's still up, we're like, where is this?
Where's this? You know where this is?
Should we both roll history then?
Well, I mean, why not? Oh, well,
11. Slightly better.
History, right?
Yep.
You already rolled yours?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I was going to give you Bardic Inspiration.
It wouldn't do. It's a waste on me with intelligence shit. Seriously.
Yeah, no, intelligence is also just kind of...
I'm good at one thing, and it's not social shit at all.
Oh, boy. Okay, let's see. 13. And I can't
With a 13,
Bardic Inspiration myself.
Oh my god.
Are you serious? I love this Lilith.
You
she gets
think-
shit done.
you think this might be Calimport.
Huh. Write this down. Calimport. I think.
It's at the southernmost tip of the Sword Coast before you get to Chult. It's a massive, sprawling city and the southern rival of Waterdeep.
That's where our coffee's from.
You can kill 2 birds with 1 stone going here.
About how many days travel is it away?
It's quite a journey, shorter by boat. And then the image begins to shift. And you can hear a sound like somebody rubbing a hand over a window. Like that squeaking sound.
Hate that. Hate that for us.
Don't like that. Don't like that.
And they slowly draw eyes. And then with a big wiping swipe, they draw a big red smile.
No.
Well, well.
And at this point, Lilith, you notice at your feet the diary you were looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And if you open it up,
Yeah.
a coin rolls out.
Kashana's gonna love this. I say that sarcastically. I go and drop to the floor to pick up the coin and show it to the rest of the group.
It's just like the one Cashano used to have.
It's the Carnival of Opportunity.
Kismet.
What's the Carnival of Opportunity? Because Norbog has not been here for any of that.
I look at Norbog as Penn, who only knows marginally more than her, and I'm like, demon shit?
Yeah.
I mean, I recognize Kismet. He's asked about them.
This is some heavy Cashano shit.
Where did he go?
Cut to Cashano, still sitting at the bar with another drink, probably a few empty glasses in front of him. And he's just sitting there. He's kind of just rubbing the patch on the inside of his coat that was transferred from the vest that he always wore. And we'll just say, for the sake of the audience, they see that it's a little patch. And sewn into it with thread that doesn't quite look like thread. In fact, somebody might almost describe the color as blonde. Are embroidered the words, "Always be quick."
And that is where we end today.
Oh.
So that's it, everybody.
There you go.
New arc! New arc!
Oh, boy.
That's the Mercs of Mischief for today, everybody. Some stuff's going down. Tune in next week for more intrigue. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all so much for watching and subscribing and following and patronizing and all those cool things that you guys do. That helps keeps us going and keeps everything running around here. If you like the shirts we're wearing, you can check them out on our Redbubble store. Please head over to Hero Forge. They're an incredible sponsor and they do great work for us, and they've really been helping us out ever since we got started. Thanks again to our raiders, and thank you again to my incredible cast, and thank you so much, Penn. I know you want him back, and I promise I will give him to you. Your suffering will end eventually, I assure you. Before the year's end, your suffering will end, sir.
That sounds ominous and like you're gonna kill Penn.
Your suffering will.
Yeah, your suffering
Your
will
suffering
end.
will
Your
end.
suffering will come to an
Your
end.
suffering will end.
And that's it for today. Stay tuned for the raid and the cutscene. Until next time, everybody, class dismissed.
Hello. Somewhere outside of all of that, where everyone's well rested, Jobetta and Sharp are in Jobetta's room. And Jobetta looks to Sharp. She gives her a hug and she says, "You know what you have to do, right?"
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Hopefully we can end this quick.
I'll do my best. It's an unusual quarry.
I know, but it's important.
Very well. If it's important to you, I'll do everything I have to.
And Jobetta gives her a hug and a kiss. And she goes, and she sits down and she sends a sending to all the Saloonites. Like the moon clerics, and then like some of the temples, the people that she knows at some of the temples.
Of course.
Fellow Saloonites, assistance needed, reward offered for safe return, alive. Tomb Guardian skeleton, 4 arms. Spread this message. Bring to Avalon Knights Academy. Jobetta. And then she goes to find Penn.
I'm somewhere. Apparently, I don't
And
know.
seen, or are you finding him?
Nope. I'm gonna find him.
All right.
She goes and finds him. Penn, come here.
Yeah, I think I was asleep, but I don't remember. Hi, what's up?
Come here. Come to my room.
I'm coming.
Bring your
Okay.
scrying toy or whatever.
Oh, my mirror. Okay. And I go to the wall and pull a mirror off the wall.
And she sits him down and she says, "I've sent a sending to all the Saloonites that I can to find Big Sexy. I'm offering a reward for his safe return."
Oh, man. And Penn, like, kind of head in his hands, like, starts tearing up. Like, I didn't, how did you? Thank you.
Let's see if we can find him.
Okay. Yeah, and if that's what we're here for, then yeah, I'll cast scrying into this mirror.
And then that's where we'll drop it.
All right.
So if you audience, you have the power to bring Sexy back.
For those who don't know, for those who may just
do
be
it.
joining us tonight, what's going on right now is cut scenes, credit scenes. You can assign a credit scene to a player for a generous donation. It's not cheap, but when 5 of them get through for the same player, it fundamentally changed something about the world. We have rearranged pantheons. We have brought characters from deep lore back into things. We have invented entire towns and fucked up the entire political structure of Waterdeep. So, you can get that
did.
by...
I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah, we got to dabble in that. So you can do that. You can also give us ultimate abilities, all that stuff available in our tipping menu. Also check out our Patreon because the highest tier, you can sign one of those every month. And we've got a few more of those coming, so make sure you don't miss next week. See all the big action.
Until next time, everyone, thank you for watching. And hashtag bring sexy back home. Class dismissed.
It's D&D. It's D&D. It's D&D. It's D&D. We all agreed to play some D&D. That means role playing, fighting and slaying, solving puzzles. Maybe it's just me, but you guys won't.
No, we won't.
You guys just don't.
No, we don't.
Follow a single plot line through and through. I'm not complaining.